stream tonight. If you're rewatching it, fantastic. Nice to have you here. If you are also in it as it's happening live, well, that's really where it's at. When it comes down to it being a place in space, it's really a place in space that's fun to be in while it's happening live. That's for sure. So if you are rewatching the live stream experience, you might want to check to see if I'm live right now and you can interact with me and other people in real time. It might even be a guest day or a guest night experience happening right now if you are just rewatching this live stream. But if you're part of this live stream experience, it's just starting up. So share it with some people and let's see who we can get in the room. As it is a place in space, I come to you in this place in space on a Thursday to hang out with other people on the internet. On the screen behind me, you can see me, and you can also be within it if you want to be within it. Even on this screen, you can be here too. We're going to let in guests in a moment, and if you do want to come in as a guest and be on the screen behind me, you have more than the opportunity to do so. Here in this place in space, you just need to be at least 18 or older. Before you join in my live stream experience, it's going to be, rewatchable, so do be mindful on what you decide to say. It is a place in space that's documented, so be mindful on the digital footprint. And remember, if you tell us a secret, you're not just telling me that secret, you're telling the entire world. And there's little I can do to not to have that be there for them to... I guess I could edit the live stream, but I'm not going to. We're going to keep the live stream experience in this place in space unedited. It's basically reality TV, and it is here for you to revisit whenever you want, but it's also here to be within it as it is happening live. If you do engage and interact in the chat, or if you take the time to join in as a guest, you'll be doing one of them things that make it so then you're interacting and engaging, and by doing so, hopefully you're bringing an appropriate attitude to the table. I do have a PG live stream experience. I see we're getting a request to having a guest already. We'll let you in just a second. Let me just take the time to say thank you for joining in and being part of it, but also give a shout out to my moderators that help me make the place a space. If those mods are in the room, well, do be nice to them, maybe befriend them, check out their content, maybe watch their live streams as well, or maybe even send them a DM, tell them how great they're doing in the chat. I do have great moderators across the platforms, and I really do appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. My moderators are Mikey Milwaukee, also known as Cool That's Cool with a K, and we also have ourselves Joe and Javier, and Bobo Gizmo that goes by the name Brandon, and we also got ourselves Space Cheese, also known as That's a Good a Cheese, and we also have ourselves a great little peaceful man. Yeah, he's Peaceful Kevin in the room to hang out with you too. So be nice to Peaceful Kevin. He's peaceful, so he'll be nice to you too, hopefully. Sometimes he gives a little bit of sass, but we still appreciate him. We also got ourselves a Cake. That's right, Cake. Moderating as they can, along with Juliet, Jamie Lynn, Miranda Rosanna, Mimi Kiki, and we also got ourselves Iris McGrath, and Just Kay here, the Katie Christie of the live stream experience, and we have Lauren, Lily, Jam, yeah, we've got Jam, Noah, yes, Noah's a moderator too, and we also have got ourselves some others to mention, just as, it may be a fun place in space, it really isn't anything without Lizzie, Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fana, Faux Fabby, a watermelon known as Jennifer, and Kajal, that Foxy Kalita. It is a place in space for us all to engage and interact, come into the room and hang out with me. As it is behind me, you could be behind me too, but it's on a TV screen that you can be featured on. As it is a guest night, it does allow you to come into the live stream experience, so it's going to be a lot of fun for us to join in and be part of the live stream, as it isn't just here for one specific person. We're here for as many people as possible, so let's share the live stream, let's get more people in the room, and let's have some fun tonight. It's a fun, positive place, ain't it? Anyways, do be mindful on how you decide to show up. If you do come in as a guest, please don't bring in political conversations or topical ones. Let's make it fun, let's enjoy each other's company, and let's have it be a lighthearted topic tonight. Something fun for us to be able to reminisce about and potentially, chit-chat the chat about and chat the chit about and, that jazz. Jazz. Anyways, music's always fun to talk about. You guys want to talk about music tonight? Anyways, we haven't necessarily... Hello, Stephanie. Thanks for being here. You coming in as a guest as well? It's nice to have you guys being here and being part of it. We'll let in that guest in just a moment, but I do appreciate you guys coming in and being in the live stream experience. We're going to change this layout too. You'll be able to click a little plus sign on the screen behind me. Hey, nice to have you here, Ohana674. Thanks for joining in and thanks for being in the live stream experience. Happy Thursday to you too. It's nice to have a Danielle in the live stream experience. I don't know where you guys are coming from in life, but I do hope you join in and be part of it. As it is a place in space, you can also follow me on the links provided in my profile. Do check out my profile and follow me on the other platforms that I'm live streaming on and potentially might also be posting stuff on. I don't know where you're coming from in life, and I don't know where you want to watch this live stream experience, but I am across the platforms, and I'm here to engage and interact with people in these places and spaces. Do be mindful on how you decide to show up. Once again, it's being documented for people to be able to rewatch it. It is a place in space that has that happening on occasion. Also, feel free to join in and be part of the conversation and part of the live stream community that is basically a fan club community of my live streams. outside of the live stream experience on the Discord server. That's right, but if you do join the Discord server, be mindful on how old you are. Technically, it's not really a great place for people that are under 18 to be there, because I'm 36. You're interacting with me. So no minors over there on the Discord server, or even coming in as a guest here on guest night. If you're under 18, please don't request to be a guest. It's just kind of awkward for me to have to explain it time and time again. I understand kids use the internet, but I do hope that your parents know what you're doing when you're using the internet, and I do hope you're actually here having a good time to a degree, but don't necessarily engage and interact across all of the mediums that I have. Thanks for being here, Angel, and thanks for those March stars. I do appreciate it. And hey, Dangerous Pumpkin, nice to see you in the room too. We're going to let in that guest in just a moment, but I do really appreciate you guys coming in and being within the live stream experience, and I believe that that wraps up the introduction. Oh, wait, no, one last thing to mention. That's right. This live stream experience is a place and space that I do need to mention, the unofficial live stream sponsor, as it is in the screen right here. If you found it already and you're looking at the ice water, yeah, that's it right there. I know it's not fully seen, but now it is because I'm holding it and I'm showing it to you. Ice water is the live stream sponsor, unofficially, of course. That's right. This live stream experience is brought to you by Ice Water. Unofficially, but officially. I do enjoy a good glass of ice water, and you could too. If you get yourself a glass, ice, and water, mix those together, you'll have yourself a tasty drink just like this that hydrates and refreshes people. As it does hydrate and refresh me, it could also hydrate and refresh you. It could. I really don't know you, but I do know that I enjoy a good glass of ice water myself, and if you've forgotten about how good it is, maybe you haven't had one in a while, maybe you're out and about, and you just started watching my live stream, and you're maybe at a restaurant by yourself, and you realize that that's the free drink, get it for yourself. That's right. Spoil yourself with some ice water tonight. And keep yourself hydrated while watching my live stream. As I keep myself hydrated in my live streams, I wouldn't be able to do it without the hydration of ice water. Delicious. I'm a Benjamin, and I do what I can to create these live streams. It really wouldn't be possible without me keeping myself hydrated. I did already thank my moderators, and I want to remind you to give them a follow, be nice to them, and do show up appropriately in the live streams. It is documented. It is a place and space that it's been about 7 minutes so far, so we've just started it up. We're going to let in those guests in a moment. Ben is dressed down today. It was really hot. Anyways, you were drinking Gatorade? I did dress down a bit, but I'm still wearing stripes. Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space to take in my fashion if you want to. And these pants are really nice. Beep bop boop to you too, Stephanie. I do appreciate you coming in and being within it. We're going to let in those guests in a moment, as I've said, even though, I already said it earlier. You guys are just guaranteeing your spot. I'm not denying it. I am accepting it because we do let the guests come in tonight, guys. It is the one night a week that I allow it to happen, so do take advantage of it. Be in it to be in it with the others that are in the room, and don't necessarily make it a place and space that people are going to be like looking back at and being like rolling their eyes or trying to take sides. We don't want that. No, we want to create a fun place and space. What's up with you too? It's nice to have you. 10 foods indeed. It's nice to have people say 10 foods in the live stream experience. I don't know where you guys, how am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Beach Bum, you ready to come in and be a guest maybe? We got some requests, guys. We're going to let people in just a moment. I'm just making sure that I mentioned all I needed to mention before we started the live stream, as it is an introduction where I like to make sure people understand what this live stream is for, especially if you take the time to rewatch it. But if you are jumping in and being part of it, understand that you're coming into a room with me and other people, and we got, the lights that also need to be turned on. That's a good point. I didn't do that, did I? There we go. Uh-oh. We've got some power issues, don't we? Yes, we do. There it is. All right. And now that we have all the lights on, we're ready to go ahead and keep doing this live stream experience. That's right. Did you like it better with the other lighting? Or do you like what we got happening right here? Anyways, I don't know who you are, where you are, what you're up to, but I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. I do my live streams on a daily basis for at least 90 minutes, but this is guest night, so do be within it if you want to be within it. Request to get a spot. We're going to change the layout in a second. We're going to let in some new guests. I mean, maybe returning guests? It's so exciting. I don't know who's requested, but I do appreciate you guys coming in and being in it, and it wouldn't be what it is without people coming in and being part of my live stream experience. So if you want the energy and you want to come into the live stream and have some fun, I am still kind of reminiscing about, like, which of the topics we should probably do. When it comes to topics, I'm trying my hardest to make sure to create the place and space. It's usually a lot easier if I create the place and space, establish the the topic before I let people in. And I was thinking about something earlier today, and once again, I didn't write it down, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I'll remember. But of course, I don't remember. But maybe I do. I just need to think for a second. But I could also think while talking out loud, because I could talk a lot. So be part of the live stream experience. With me talking a lot, it won't necessarily be like that the whole time. We got to let other people talk too. It just made me realize that you forgot your water bottle. Well, you got to get yourself a water bottle in. It's nice to have you guys jump in and be part of it. I do appreciate the hey, good evening, Brittany. It's nice to have you in the live stream experience. And others as well. Ben, Pluto is spamming. Dangerous Pumpkin, that's a good point. Pluto, are they? Yeah, they are. Then stop spamming. That's a really good point. Have some fun being in the chat. You guys are excited. We'll let in some guests. It'll be a lot of fun. I do have fun being in here with all of you. Can you join the live stream experience? B. Taylor? Of course you can. We'll let in guests in just a moment. I'm just making sure I said all I needed to say. It's been 10 minutes into the live stream. And normally my introduction does take me about 10 minutes. So I think we've pretty much covered all the bases with me telling you I'm in places and spaces of the internet. Follow me in all those places and spaces. Look at the links provided in my profile and do have fun being in it, as it is a fun place and space where we are doing guest night. It's on the TV behind me. You'll be in the live stream, so do be in it appropriately. And we'll talk about how people's days were. Is that Campbell Soup here? Campbell Soup, thanks for being here. Campbell Soup, you remind me of someone. You do remind me of someone, Campbell Soup. But who? Who do you remind me of? Well, can I remember what the thing was? Topics. I'm giving myself a moment of silence. Out of respect. For me, it's Ella. Changed my name today on here. Well, Campbell's Soup, that does make sense. I do think of you when I think of Campbell's Soup, so it works really well. Are we doing dream assignments tonight? We are. We'll have a joint dream assignment. We'll let in the guests in one moment when it comes down to us being within the live stream experience. Maybe it's like, maybe a fun question will be like your favorite toy growing up and stuff like that. No, that's so weird. What your favorite type of book memory is, maybe? No. Something you've built before? Nah, people are boring. I mean, people aren't boring because people don't build things. Anyways, what was your first stuffed animals named as a child? Oh, that's a really good question. We should ask that question regardless, but what the topic needs to be maybe yikes. Citalita. Mamma mia. Pizza. I do have pizza. Do you have pizza? Let's think about this. If we let people in and I have somewhat of an established agenda, make it easier for me to talk to people. Is that worth it? Or is it just better to let people in and just kind of go with the flow? It's a live stream experience. It's not scripted. It's not edited. And it is a place and space that you contribute to the overall value of it. It is fun to make it happen, but it is basically reality TV. So jump in today and be part of this reality TV episode that you can be within and engaging in and do have fun. Thanks for the follow. I do appreciate that. Daughter of Alchemy. Anyways, the place and space to be, indeed. Super nice to have you here. I do appreciate you guys jumping in and being in the conversation. Thanks for the heart me. I do see it, and I do love them gifts. Thanks for the follow, B. Taylor. Let's let in some guests. We've got the 3 guests already here, and I think when it comes down to yeah, or maybe we talk about ideal travel destinations. I bring it up because my sister's traveling right now. Yes, send her the positive thoughts. She's going out of country just for a little while. Benjamin, you are just so handsome. Well, thanks for saying it. I do appreciate those comments, and I do appreciate people coming in and being part of the conversation, saying the nice things and being part of it, as it is a place and space. That is what we make it. Maybe a traveling one. Maybe a camping one. A spring break story? No, I can't share those. Those aren't fun to share. Most confused memories. When was the time you were most confused? Yikes. When was the time that I was most confused? I think let's go with confusion. Confusion is tonight's topic. Times we were confused. Times that maybe people took advantage of you because you were confused. Maybe you didn't understand something. There's plenty of those stories, actually. Yep, this could be a good topic, and it honestly should be lighthearted, because honestly, are kind of sad, I guess. I mean, confusion are times that we definitely did not know what we were talking about. Like, I was really confused one time when this guy stopped me to ask me for directions, but the way he did it was really like, he was coming in with a lot of like male ego-ish type of energy. I guess that was just what I was picking up. He was driving a convertible, and the way he talked to me, it seemed kind of arrogant. And he was like, hey, where do I, and he was like, which way is which what? So he was asking for directions. This is back in 2009. So he was asking which way the freeway was from where we were. And he was saying live stream should be back up. Anyways, the live streams here in these places and spaces with us all engaging and interacting. I don't know where you're coming from in life, but I do have myself on multiple platforms at the same time to be able to provide you with an opportunity to hang out with me and other people. As I said, I got kind of startled by this guy who was asking me for advice on, the directions. Not advice. Directions on which way the freeway was. Specifically the 405. No, he was asking to get to the 10 to get to the 405. And that makes sense. Anyways, he was asking to get to the 10, and I just told him to go the complete wrong direction. I got nervous. He also wasn't very, like, he had this, you know what? I'm not going to defend myself. Let's let in guests, and let's talk about times we were confused and stuff like that. We'll let in all you wonderful people. That's right. We're letting them in one at a time.
One time I was confused because I don't know this man. And now I'm married to him.
That's how that happened?
I was confused because I'm like, who is this? And why are you wearing the same color that I'm wearing right now? Who do you know? Who is watching me?
Wait, so they dressed in the same colors you wear?
You're wearing the same color that I'm wearing right now.
No, they're wearing the same color that you're wearing right now.
You are wearing the same color.
Oh, no, you're supposed to talk about the time you were confused.
No.
So you were confused because of the same colors? Yeah. So this guy that you were married to, it wasn't just you got married to him, you also were confused about the colors that you were wearing.
This guy would cook the same things that I would eat at night.
That's interesting.
Like, how would you know what I'm eating at night?
And you're posting all this stuff publicly all the time? Or you're not posting publicly?
No, I'm not posting this.
Really? Are you telling people through text messages? Do people tend to talk about you?
I'm not telling nobody.
Are you sure?
Are you gaslighting me?
No, because really, there's a lot of people that are actually taking all your information. Like, there's going to be some people that are going to be observing you and taking your information and then selling it to others.
Oh, damn.
We have we have Dangerous Pumpkin here as well. We've got a bunch of guests. I actually would like everyone to introduce themselves. Let's start with Pluto and we'll work our way up. Pluto, you want to introduce yourself? Thanks for answering the question, too.
Hey, my name is Pluto. That's it.
Which time zone you coming in from?
Jersey.
We got Jersey in the room. And Stephanie, you want to let us know who you are? Said with Melody.
Said with Melody.
Fantastic. Sorry about that. Taylor, do you want to tell us, is it Taylor? How do you want to be,
yeah, it's just Taylor.
Well, Taylor, thanks for being here. What time zone are you coming in from?
Eastern Standard Time.
Well, welcome to it. Campbell's Soup, you want to say hi to everybody?
Everybody, I'm Campbell. I'm coming from Nashville, so Central Time.
Fantastic.
Hey, I'm in Crossville, Tennessee. Not too far.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Small world.
I'm over in Goodlettsville area.
Nice.
It feels small, right? The world, that is. Dangerous Pumpkin, you want to introduce yourself too?
I will after I'm done eating.
All right, fantastic. Thanks for being here and thanks for being part of the live stream experience. If you guys do want to answer the question about a time you were confused, maybe even what happened in here, guys. We got the guests in the room. If you want to be a guest as well, click on that plus sign and do come in and be part of it.
Returning guests. That's true. We are returning guests, Ben.
Yes, you guys are, and I do appreciate that. It is actually really nice to have. What was your husband's name?
Corey.
It's nice to have you guys both.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. You're doing fantastic. It is nice to have the live stream experience with the energy, with us all coming in and being part of it. We'll end up doing hot seat later, but not right now. What we're doing is we're just actually talking with an open mic, so everybody can kind of talk over each other a little bit. But do be mindful and etiquette. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place and space that has us engaging and interacting. Tonight's topic is confusion. That's right. When were you confused? How confused were you? Did it end up having a bad reaction with your overall actions and reactions? Is there any times you guys were confused, potentially maybe at school, that people were also not necessarily kind to you about it? Or maybe they were kind to you about it and your friends all laugh about it because it was really funny. There are plenty of opportunities in life for us to be pretty clueless on what's going on. So it isn't necessarily a fun thing to let it be a negative story. But if you got something that's kind of like on borderline positive and fun, that's great. But if you have something really sad, I guess you could still share it. But let's try to keep it a positive place and space. As there is lots of content out there that's just stressful, this could be a place and space for us to just have some fun. And you could get stressed out later.
Are we supposed to wear pink on Thursdays?
What was that?
Are we supposed to wear pink on Thursdays?
Oh, I think that was...
Pink on Wednesdays.
Yeah, on Wednesdays.
To Wednesday?
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays? Oh,
Wednesday is Pink Day?
Yes.
I thought that was just the month of March.
Have you ever seen Mean Girls, Ben?
Have you never seen?
Oh, yes. I know now what you guys are referring
that
to.
is so fetch.
Yeah, that is so fetch.
I'm trying to make fetch a thing.
Thanks for calling me handsome. The live stream experience is here for you guys to also compliment the guests. Celeste is like, do you game? Does anyone have any gaming stories where they got confused? I can share one about Zelda. I got really confused when I finished the... So I got really confused at the water temple, but I feel like everyone else did too.
Everybody does, bud.
The water temple in Zelda the Ocarina of Time was one of the most confusing gaming moments I've ever had. I had to ask someone to come over to help me because I couldn't figure out what to do.
Wait. I got one. The Lion King for Sega.
Did you play it?
Yeah. Oh my god. That is the lion.
Simba.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should take supplements for getting confused, by the way. Well, maybe someone can take it for getting confused. Does anyone have any confused stories to share? Maybe you got confused because you were upset with someone, maybe because you were confused on how they decided to show up, maybe.
Yeah, I was really confused when my mom died.
Yeah, those are feelings. Yeah.
I was really confused. Really? What's going on here, bud?
Yeah, and you're kind of angry at the. We do play games on occasion, but not tonight. Tonight's guest night.
One time I was playing Mario Kart, and I kept losing because I kept pressing random buttons. It was going too fast, and I was getting anxiety, and I kept getting 12th place every time. And I kept trying to destroy people and do things.
But you just couldn't.
But if you're in 12th place, why aren't you getting the blue shell?
No, I would just spam the buttons and I would just do things, and I would hurt people, yes, but I still ended up in 12th place.
That's okay, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
You're gonna be fine.
When I first got my ADHD medication, I actually stayed up for about 72 hours, a little bit over that. And then I fell asleep, and I ended up sleeping for 48 hours. And when I woke up, I thought it was Saturday. I fell asleep on a Friday.
On these platforms as well. But I think that the YouTube one might not actually be working. Let's double check.
Ben,
Wasn't it like a movie or a TV show?
Ben,
What?
You've been on Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
You've been on Jimmy
I've
Kimmel.
definitely seen your face somewhere before.
You probably
Because
saw him on Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm also on the gosh. I used to be on this. I used to be on some websites as the guy that was promoting whatever. I've been on random people's websites. There's been photos of me here and there. I'm all over the place, but it's nice to have you here joining in. Who's the person that said that they thought that is that you, Taylor, saying you were? You've seen me somewhere?
Yes, that was me.
Well, hopefully you can interact and have some fun, and then you could see me again somewhere else in the world too. Because I hope to get it back on TV in more places and spaces. But as my live stream is here for you guys, you can be part of it too.
Seth MacFarlane, I think you'd be good. A good voice actor for like something Seth MacFarlane would do.
Yeah, thanks for saying. I need to audition to more things, but
Page. That's the king right there.
yeah,
Page. That's the king right there.
yeah. When, huh?
No flossing. Please apologize. What?
Burger? Burger?
Burger. Burger's saying something. Only nice to Juno. Benjamin, you're so mean. You didn't let them speak to me. Twatburger is saying they're sad. Do you guys want to say anything to Twatburger? Twatburger, how old are you?
Twatburger.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Ben, Twatburger is saying that you didn't let them speak to you. Or no, didn't let them speak to him, and then you're only nice to Juno.
Oh,
Yeah, like what?
well, I mean, didn't Twatburger kind of come in with some negative energy that I had to diffuse a little bit? Like, Twatburger, I actually don't know you in real life.
I wouldn't say negative.
I don't remember what
I'd say
they
more
said.
like
Yeah, because
sideways adjacent.
I think...
So it was neutral.
Yeah. Sideways adjacent.
Yeah. What?
It was neutral.
Twatburger.
Twatburger...
We all love you. Don't worry about it.
They don't follow me? Well, Twatburger, I hear you, Twatburger. Juno follows me, and I don't think you follow me. So you're asking for me to also be nice to you, and you don't even support my live stream? Why don't you follow me, Twatburger? Do you like being called Benji? Lonely Earth Girl? I saw you request to be a guest, too. You can always come in as a guest if you want to this time. But I am only called Benji by, like, relatives of mine, for the most part.
We got 4 more spots open.
What was that?
4 more spots. 4 more spots.
Yeah, we got 4 more spots, guys.
4 more spots. 4 more spots.
Oh, what is Twatburger on? What do you mean you're
I-
so great?
I don't know. Twatburger can...
No, Twatburger's kind of being a little twatty.
Well, right now what we got going on is we got ourselves another guest in the live stream. Lonely Earth Girl, you want to introduce yourself, Lonely Earth Girl?
3 more spots.
What up?
Nice to have you in the room. Thank you for joining in on guest night. We got the energy tonight.
Crazy.
You can be part of it.
Pluto?
Yes.
The spammer?
How's everybody doing?
Thoughts on Oreo Thins? Are we talking about Oreo Thins again? Juno wants us to talk about Oreo Thins. Does anyone have any thoughts on Oreo Thins?
Never even had one before.
Oreos?
I'm not a big fan of Oreo Thins.
I love Oreo things.
They're...
I don't...
I'm a fan of double stuff.
yeah, I don't think it goes any other way than double stuff.
Yeah,
Double stuff too much.
No, you gotta double stuff.
No,
You gotta double stuff. You gotta pop with it.
It needs to be double stuffed all the way.
It's gotta
Somebody
be
have
like...
the s'mores
It's
or
gotta
else
be
they
like...
just
You
get
gotta be
out.
underneath a moon pie. On each side.
Gross.
What's for dinner, Ben?
So you got a moon pie.
Get your garlic knots.
Oreos,
And pizza.
You put a moon pie on top of the 5 Oreos.
If anyone wants to...
Yes.
Also,
Right?
if anyone wants to share a story about time they were confused, that's the topic tonight. Do feel free to share.
You know what? I want to know if anybody's had a time where they felt like they were being haunted.
Oh,
Yes.
Ghosts.
Yes, lately.
Well, no.
I hear that.
I don't know if it's because I've been watching a lot of creepy ass TikToks or like inviting negative energy, but I swear to God, my apartment is haunted.
Sorry.
How do you cleanse that? If you feel like your apartment's haunted, do you have to hire someone?
Maybe.
No,
Just not
just
give a
live
fuck.
with it.
No, you
Just
just
gotta,
I
like,
just
roll
feel
in
this
yourself.
weird dark energy
Hey,
lately.
what's up?
Bye,
And oh my
Twatburger.
gosh,
Bye,
guys,
Burger.
a few weeks ago, I was falling asleep and I heard whispering. And on the
It's actually
third
terrifying.
time, I yelled stop, and it stopped. and then
No
I
way.
felt like my bed move. I don't know, man. It's fucking creepy as hell.
No,
I've seen aliens.
Terrifying. I'm sorry.
Do you know about this? Can flat earthers believe in aliens? Is like this is?
I think they can.
But if
Are there still flat earthers?
I don't know, but if you believed in the Earth being flat, wouldn't that mean that like you
Earth
couldn't?
isn't flat, bro. Come on, like this.
It's
That's
not
stupid.
flat.
Like, come on, bro.
But if you believed in it, then doesn't that mean you can't believe in aliens? Like they're
No,
both.
because it doesn't matter how flat the Earth is. There's still like a whole universe.
Yeah,
Universes and galaxies out there.
Yo, the Earth is curvaceous. Don't call the Earth
But then, does that also mean that the moon is flat, or is the moon not flat?
No,
Good point.
it's not flat.
Good
They're
point.
all curvaceous.
No, it's
They're all
proven like 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Curvaceous.
I like the turtle.
They're all spherical.
Shell of a turtle's back.
I love that concept.
It is the shell of the turtle's back.
I would be okay with it being on a turtle's back. I would enjoy
Me
that.
too.
Yeah.
We're just taking
It reminds me a lot of Aladdin and the King of Thieves, which if you guys haven't seen Aladdin and the King of Thieves, it's a classic movie. It is the third Aladdin movie,
Yes.
and I will recommend watching it.
Didn't even know there was
I
a
never
sequel
even
to
watched the second one. I never.
That was straight to VHS.
Yeah, straight to VHS. No Robin
The
Williams.
second and third went straight to VHS.
R.I.P. Robin.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know, right? It's such a sad thing. What are we doing? We're doing guest night. Thanks for being here in the Places and Spaces, guys. Join in and be part of it. If you want to be a guest, jump on in. We'll put people on a hotspot pretty soon, and we'll do 1-minute hotspots. But we do got some places and spaces where it's here for all you guys to be within it, and do enjoy it for a place and space that is here with me and here with others as well. So do be mindful on how you decide to show up and be friendly to those that are in it. And we're not doing a debate. It's not us conversing about anything too topical. Well, except for the things that are topical.
I think we should dive into the dream journey assignments.
Well, the dream assignment is something that definitely will happen if people want to clarify. Did you guys do the dreams last night?
Oh, we love to do the dreams.
What's the dream journey assignment?
Well, the previous dream assignment was you were supposed to be a beaver. But, like, you didn't have to. I mean, you could have done whatever you wanted to do in your dream. It's your dream.
Your name is Pluto, so you're going to be a little tiny rock in the dream. And you're going to dance around thinking that
Or
you
just
are
converse.
accepted by everybody. But one guy was like, no. And then it was like,
Yes,
okay.
whatever you say. Per drink.
What's that?
What?
Lean?
You don't know what per drink is?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that's what that
You
is.
know, lean with it, rock with it means
Codeine
lean rock.
syrup.
What's everybody's signs?
Oh, yeah, what is everyone's sign?
Aries.
He's an Aries, I'm an Aquarius.
But
I'm
Taurus.
Sagittarius.
Taurus or Taurus, whatever, how you say it.
Taurus.
That's what my daughter is.
We got
We got a little bit of everything here. Ben, what are
Ben,
you?
Ben, what
My
are you?
birthday,
Sagittarius.
my birthday is
Scary.
29th.
Yes.
So
I can't get sick of you.
5 days, I turn 23.
How old is everybody?
Turns 23 in 5 days?
I'm
Yeah,
31.
the 29th, I turn 23.
Happy birthday, or happy early birthday for you. I do hope that it's going to be a good year for you.
Yeah, happy
Ben, how
early
old are
birthday,
you?
buddy.
Thank you.
Ben, how old are you?
36.
Oh,
Oh my god! You and me both, buddy.
Wait, so
great.
what's your birthday?
Yeah, what's your birthday?
December 3rd.
Mine's
Of what
December
year?
2nd. Oh my god.
I know, right? It's great to have those dates.
You were
Yeah.
born in 1990?
What time were people born during the day? Do people know what time they were born?
7:35 p.m. On
Ooh.
a Thursday, March 29th, 1990, 7:35 p.m.
You have the same birthday as my grandma, March 29th.
I was born at 3:39 in the morning.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's pretty late.
Yes.
I was born at like 1:30 or something. I don't know.
Mine, I'm a weekend baby. That's right, I was born on the weekend. That's why I live so... Yeah. Juno, you okay? You taking care of your... Yeah. Did you know you okay? You taking care of yourself? Did you floss your teeth?
Does everybody floss every day?
No, I don't floss.
Yes.
I floss when I feel like I really need it,
I
which
don't have teeth.
is usually
Oh,
every
I'm
single day.
sorry.
It's okay.
He gets by. He gets by.
Denters?
Yes. Well, no. He gets by.
Wait, so no denters.
No, sir. I'm just full on gummy bears.
And can you even tell by him talking? Can you even tell?
Nope.
No.
No.
But then again, things have surprised me before.
Because I knew how to talk without moving my lips. I can actually probably be better than Jeff Dunham. I'm better than Jeff Dunham. What'd you say?
This is terrifying.
Oh, I know, it is terrifying. I can look at you and talk shit and you wouldn't even know because my lips don't.
You gotta keep his hands.
That makes sense. You can talk without moving your lips. Who can do that?
What's the little coin in the top left corner?
I'm sorry, say it again?
What's the little coin in the top left corner? The little
That's what I'm
blue
wondering.
circle.
This guy?
The coin?
No,
In-
like, are
in
you
all
talking about the things
squares.
with like it shows like 2, 4, 0? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. I have the same question. I don't know what those are.
Is it on the screen digitally? Like it's on the digital
Yeah,
display?
2 people have 4, 2 people have 0.
Oh, those are
2 people have
points.
2.
So you can get points. People can actually donate. People can spend money on you.
I follow you.
Spend
You
money
would
on
gain
you.
2 coins. It's
Technically.
more points for me,
Yeah,
I gain
like
2
you guys are
coins.
being given gifts by Super
Just that
Elk
one.
Super
Yeah, see,
Veranda?
I just followed you, so
Oh,
you just
thanks.
gain.
Super Friends.
Give me points. Give me points.
Yeah, so but it's like fractions of a cent.
Give me points.
Give me
Give me points.
But yeah, you can ask people to give you. If I put on a show, then you guys can also perform, I guess, and people can give you points, and then whoever wins
I
wins.
still only have 4 points. Give me points.
It meant super friendly. Oh, that's nice for you to share with us. I do appreciate that. It's nice to have people coming in the room and being part of it. We got some great guests. Do ask the questions in the chat either on any of the platforms you could be watching on. We aren't doing a debate. We're just here having some fun. Well, we might debate. We might debate about which is better, pizza or nachos. But it's hard to say because pizza is really good and nachos is really good. So,
Nachos is better.
but that's debatable. It's 100% debatable.
I said nachos is better, so nachos is better.
Well, see, that's the thing, is which is actually better for you.
Nachos. Nachos are actually better for you.
But what about the quality of the cheese on nachos? Are you doing nacho cheese, or are you doing a different type of cheese?
You can have foods.
That's right, that's right. But then again, at the same time...
Onion, tomato,
Yeah.
Nachos are gluten-free for the
True.
most part, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because it's the corn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you do flour chips, right?
Well,
Okay,
who's
so
using
If
flour
you fry
chips?
them.
Is everybody excited for the return of the big fat chicken taco at Del Taco?
Why would they not...
Michigan, we don't have Del Taco here.
What do you have? You have Del Taco in Michigan?
No, we do
No,
not.
she doesn't.
So what is in Michigan? What do they have?
Culver's, Taco Bell.
I've always
We
wanted
have
to go to Culver's.
Do you have a Wawa?
Wawa.
Okay.
We have Speedway.
A Wawa?
Why not Del Taco? Do you guys have El Pollo Loco?
No Wawa?
Nope, no El Pollo Loco, no In-N-Out.
Oh my god, I freaking miss El Pollo Loco so much.
What do you mean? You don't have an El Pollo Loco by you?
Things that aren't in New
No,
Jersey.
in Oklahoma.
we're from Southern California, but now we're in Oklahoma and there's no El Pollo Loco here.
El Pollo Loco is really underrated. Where is everybody from again?
In out.
You don't have an wait, Pluto, do you have an In-N-Out?
In out.
Do you have an In-N-Out, Pluto, or no?
We don't have one here, no. Closest one is in Texas.
Dang.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I grew up in Arizona, so I ate there a lot.
Oh.
that makes sense.
In-N-Out is the hold up. It's the price. I think I ate it a lot growing up, so it's like I'm kind of immune to it. But I think it's quality fast food for an actual cheap price. Like it's cheaper than McDonald's.
It is.
I've never
For the
paid over
McDonald's?
$12.
Yeah, their prices
Yeah,
are
so
insane.
when you eat McDonald's, you're actually eating human meat.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it.
Human meat.
Wait.
What?
Yeah.
Did you say
I
wait?
ate so
Did you say
many McDonald's.
human or?
Human meat.
Yes, sir, did. You're eating
Please
human
don't
meat.
say that. I love McDonald's.
I
How
love
is that?
Mac.
Wait,
I love
how
a
is?
good
Are you
Big
being?
Mac.
Are you
The
being
best one
serious? Like, how is that
but
impossible?
it's probably like Julie and Susie.
No.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
it tastes good as fuck.
Oh, language. Let's try to keep it PG, guys.
I feel like that's not
Okay.
legal.
Okay,
Like,
so
they
think
can't
about it
actually
this way.
serve that.
Think about it this way. There's not enough cows. If you think about all of the fast food chains with all of their locations, and then all of the grocery stores with all of their locations, how do we have that many cows? I'm sorry.
Well, also think about this. There's not enough people going missing. Like, humans don't have a lot of meat on us. That
Exactly.
means they're farming a lot of there's not enough. We have anywhere
Human
between
trafficking.
300 to 400 million cows at any given time in just the United States. And we import a lot of meat.
Right.
So there's definitely enough meat for all of
You
that.
guys know that cows are
how many
like
people on
dogs.
this planet? Like 6
It's
to almost
not
7
that
billion?
Right.
Cows act like
Those are
dogs.
big
So
dogs.
what's a few million gone,
No,
missing, that nobody will notice?
There's around close to 10 billion people now. There's not enough humans going missing to fund, like, if they were putting humans in fast food. Now, if you're saying that, like, they're cutting the fast food with it, like they're adding small pieces mixed in with all the meat, then maybe, but
I don't
All
believe
you
it.
gotta do
I don't believe it
is
for
take
a
a chunk
second.
out of your thigh.
No, here's the thing.
All I
If you
gotta do
think
is
about
take a chunk out of
the
your
human
thigh.
trafficking business, how that goes, and how many people actually go missing, and then if you add that with the people that go missing in the
Pressures, man.
No,
Homeless people.
in the national parks, like literally so many people go missing every year in the
I
national
think
parks.
they go missing in
never
national
found.
parks because if you look at the chain of where people go missing and then look at the cave systems, I think it's really just caves because caves trap a lot of people every year.
What exactly are we talking about? I think I stopped
I
following.
think we were just talking about In and Out, and then it turned into this.
Sorry,
I don't
man.
know.
I know something interesting. You know how Appalachia's all creepy and people go missing and there's a lot of like creepy
I live
creatures and
basically
stuff?
in
The
Appalachia.
Appalachian region has been there since before Pangea, so
Yes.
it makes sense that there'd be some crazy creatures
some
living in
shit
there,
there,
you know?
Right.
Well, the
No,
mountains
imagine what's on Mars.
used to be as tall as Everest, and they eroded over time. So it is a very old tectonic plate. Like that's
It is the
Stop and get up in those Appalachians.
That makes sense.
Appalachia. Yep.
I live in Appalachia basically, and I'll say this: I've never personally witnessed anything too crazy, but I will say that in the evening hours, especially on hiking trails, there is this sort of feeling like where humans have this feeling like I feel like most other animals don't. The reason why they have heightened senses so they can figure out if something's watching them. I feel like humans have something in them that lets you know that something is watching you, and I've had that feeling multiple times.
And you know
From
what?
way back.
You know what? She and I have actually had an experience with a Sasquatch in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California.
Yes.
I've seen like 2 Sasquatches before.
There you go.
Two of them?
2 of them.
And a Sasquatch is a
2 of them.
Why do you
is.
think we don't have any like
It's a
video
Bigfoot, Benjamin.
evidence?
Oh,
of
okay, all right.
Anybody see Trailer Park Boys and Bubbles?
This is good.
Hey, Ben, just sit
rough
back,
parts of my
buddy, and
life.
drink that
Yeah.
ice cold
Oh, yeah.
water, man.
Yeah, I'll be drinking more of this ice cold water as it is the unofficial live stream sponsor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll
We're
be
gonna take
drinking
a
some
break
water,
for
too.
our
Look at that
unsponsored sponsor, ice water.
It is a delicious thing to mention.
Reminder, Ben, I need the reminder. I don't drink enough water.
Are you not drinking enough water on a daily basis? Because I do like to bring it up in the live stream for that one specific purpose.
Sir.
I drink a lot of water, but I also feel like I just don't drink. Like I can't get enough water.
What's-
I don't drink enough water and I don't water my plants enough.
Oh,
So, I think that this is a good question. What's your favorite podcast or book, but current one? Campbell, you want to answer that question first?
podcast, no, podcast or book.
My favorite book would be Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton.
Well, let's. I hear you, Bunny. Let's let Campbell answer it first, as I was saying. They threw out that question. So Campbell, you want to answer the question?
Good soup.
Yeah, good soup, Campbell.
I like the Youth Group Chronicles podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is
It's
this?
super goofy.
Okay.
What was that?
So what's it called? It's
It's a
Youth
podcast,
Group.
yeah.
Okay, I could look into
Youth Group
that.
Chronicles. It's just these wild stories that they get sent in.
No way.
Huh. Well, that sounds.
I mean, it's not like perchy, but it's just like wild, goofy.
Do I believe in life after love? We'll answer that question later. But podcast, I think just everyone share a podcast that you're listening to right now. That actually makes the most sense.
Therapy Gecko.
What was it?
Therapy Gecko.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Share.
What's that about?
Lyle, he dresses up like a gecko and he talks to people.
Yes.
That sounds funny.
I know what
Yes,
you're
it's
talking
fantastic.
about. Yes. So it's like, hey, this is the gecko, and it's just some person on the line who's like, yeah, so I cheated on my mom because I was in love with my brother. How do you
People
do that?
call in and say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and the gecko's like, well,
what's that one?
this is what I
Broken
would do.
Jubal, where they call in like on dates. They have it's like called Broken Jubal.
Wait, what is that?
Broken Jubal is like this thing where you call in and you give them like the number of the date that you went on, and they call them about the date to try to get some like insider information with the person who went on the date with them on the line, but they have no idea.
Oh, that's interesting.
Randomly throughout the phone call, they go off mute and they start talking, and the person's like, "Oh," and so basically, it either makes them like get married because like they're like, okay, they're a great person, they didn't talk crap about me behind my back, or it completely like ruins it. So it's like it speed runs the process of whether they stay together or not.
That's interesting.
Messy.
So there's this one show back when I was a teenager. It was called Next. It was a bunch of like women or dudes on this bus.
Oh my god.
And like they met this like one guy or one girl, and they're like, oh, next. You know?
Okay.
Oh my god, bro, no.
There were a lot of those shows.
Bring all of those old MTV shows back.
I actually miss some of the old ones because that was reality TV when it was like kind of fresh.
Exactly.
When Jackass was new, and when what was the Ashton Kutcher one called? Punked? Yeah, when Punked was on, and even MTV Cribs.
Yeah, the good old
They
days.
stole his car.
I thought the one with Hilary Duff was pretty funny, where they fooled her on a driver's test, and
Oh, I remember that.
they like intercepted her driver's test, and the drive instructor was in on it. So like they totally got her good. But the thing is, I think Ashton Kutcher even came out to say that like it was a hard show to film because it was like there was like a line and like when to disclose that it was like a prank, because sometimes you started seeing the person go too far with either the acting. It just like, you know. Oh Bowers. It happens all the time. All the time.
It's like Bowser. That's not
Bowser, Bowers.
No, Bowser now. No, it's Kate Bowser.
We do call her Bowers, but every once in a while we get confused and call her Bowser. She happens to like the Bowser Peach dynamics of today.
Why did none of us have our video turned on? Are we all too scared?
It kind of looks like you guys are, but that's okay. You don't have to turn on your camera if you don't want to.
I don't think I want to, but I also do kind of want to. So I don't know.
Turn it on.
You know who we've always been waiting for to turn it on is Melody. We've been waiting for Melody to turn it on. Yeah, Melody just won't do it. We go, hey Stephanie, will you turn your camera on? And Stephanie's like, I don't want to. Hey man, how's it going? You can see them now. They're here behind us. Hey, bananas. Hey, Peaceful Kevin's in the room. when does Mario come in? We don't know where Mario is, but Mario can be in the live stream experience too. Join in to be part of it. You can turn your camera on. You can leave your camera off. You can do whatever you want.
Nobody else.
I'll try. Well, I mean, I'm live right here. I'm gonna give a.
You are.
We do have people in the room, and they are robots and not robots alike. Beep 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 beep. Do be in it to be in it with those that are in the live stream experience. And do have fun enjoying the conversation for what it is. This is not a typical live stream day, by the way. This is a guest night. So do be within it if you want to be within it. Give me a follow if you do like to watch me cook. I do those types of live streams. And I also do a gaming live stream every once in a while. The Lonely Earth Girl has decided to turn on her camera. And look at that. We've got her right there with them glasses and being all wonderful.
Braving the storm.
It's nice to see it.
We're doing it.
What are you drinking, the Lonely Year Girl?
Ooh, is that a Baja Blast?
Oh.
Taco Bell after work today, my friends.
Kevin, you gotta come on. Kevin, come on. We got 3 up right here. Peaceful Kevin.
Yeah, Peaceful Kevin, you can come in as a guest. You're saying hi to whoever said hi to you.
Yes.
Do be in it to be in it, guys. It says he can't join right now, but he can later. The people are in the room. We've got a couple here. We've got quite a bit of people in the room. It is actually getting pretty fun. Do be within it and bring that positive energy. When it comes down to what flavor do you have, Lonely Earth Girl? And also, can you give us a backstory on this Lonely Earth Girl title?
Yes. Hold on. The flavor is white gummy ice. I like the ice flavors. And for some reason, every time I'm in somebody's live, they have such a hard time pronouncing my name.
Yeah, because it says ear.
It says Earth.
I see ear. I look at it and
Everybody always has a hard time pronouncing it. The backstory behind it is I'm a lonely Earth girl.
Oh, I gotta remove you. So sorry. It's because you vaped.
What?
Yeah, it's because she vaped. Anyways, be mindful on what you decide to do in the live stream experience. We're being moderated by bots, programs, algorithms, and AI. Yeah, they're analyzing it. We had the Lonely Earth Girl here. I'm sorry, Lonely Ear Girl here for a little while, and I did appreciate you being in it. Stay within the chat and come back into it in a little while. Let's give it 5 minutes and then come back in if you want to come back in as a guest. Let's just give it 5 minutes so then we can let it reset. But remember, guys, there's bots in the live stream, so be mindful on them analyzing the live stream experience. They're going to be making sure we're following the user guidelines. And it is a PG experience, but it is still supposed to be fun. So let's enjoy each other's company, and let's make sure that we make it a fun place and space for us to engage and interact. And also give a shout out to the robots. Be like, go robots, go AI, and whatever. Do be in it to enjoy the technology we have, which is brought to you by the technology that's here. So thanks for being here, Tech. Watching the live stream experience, I'm happy to entertain you, but I'm not a robot. But I do appreciate the robots for being here. But yeah, AI's all over the place, guys. There is a bot in the chat, so we are interacting with artificial intelligence while doing live streams.
This does not compute.
Just kind of how it is. So tell us about this kitten, Taylor. Do you want to tell us this cat's name?
I refuse to compute. I am a part of the...
Her name is Darwin.
I am a part of the human rebellion. The human resistance.
Okay, well now let's let Taylor tell us about this kitten.
I named her Darwin because I didn't know her gender when I first got her, so I just gave her like a gender neutral name.
Oh, well, how old is this kitten or cat now?
4 years now.
Well, now that actually is adorable.
Yeah.
And
it's the cat distribution system. She showed up at my front door.
Yes.
Oh.
I had to accept her.
That makes sense. I like this. It's always nice to share the kittens. If anyone has any animals they want to share in the live stream experience or even on the Discord server, feel free to share the pictures. Animals are cute, and they honestly are actually fun to look at most of the time, except for when they're like, you know, not in good health. That's the only time I don't like to look at animals.
We have one.
Oh, what's this cat's name?
His name is Blue, and he's 8 years old.
Oh my goodness. Is that a Maine Coon?
He looks like one, right?
Yeah.
What did you call him?
The vet told us that.
I'm sorry, that was no hate.
She heard coon, she's like, what?
No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness.
I love fluffy
Please, I'm
cats.
joking. Please, I'm joking.
Showed up and asked.
Don't get me, I don't want to be an Earth girl.
All right. Well, it is nice to have Lori here as well. Everyone give a shout out to my cousin Lori. She's in the chat. Nepotism's a thing, guys.
Lori. Hi, Lori.
Look at that. You're getting the love, girl. It's nice to see you guys jumping in and being part of it. Lori, feel free to be a guest if you want to be a guest. If anyone else wants to be a guest, click on the plus signs on the platform that you're currently on, and you can be a guest within the live stream experience. It's being documented here for people to be able to look back at it. Be mindful on how you decide to show up. Hello, everyone, indeed. It is nice to have people showing up and being within it. We did learn the origins of Lonely Earth Girl. What did she say her origin was? Meow. Investigate for cat? Are we investigating for cat? My cousin Ben is the coolest. Oh, thanks for saying it, Lori. I do appreciate it. Oh, that is cute. Is that more meowing? Cats are cats. She was from Earth, she said. Ooh, that does make sense. The Lonely Earth Girl was from Earth. We are here in these places and spaces getting to know each other and doing the guest night for anyone that's looking for a place and space to hang out with me and others. Come in now and you can meow with us. We can meow together. Yes, we can meow together. It's similar to that Super Troopers moment where they meowed at that person 14 times or something, which is a really good gag.
What was that low sound?
Oh, it looks like some of the people are feeling a little... Yeah. Well, we'll ease when we can. It's a place and space, guys, for us to enjoy each other's company and to have some fun talking to one another. So do feel free to ask the questions. Stephanie, you've been kind of quiet. You have anything you want to say?
Oh, no, Lonely girl, you're just upset because you can't meow with us.
I think I have camera.
Me.
Wait, what were you saying, Stephanie?
I think I have camera access now.
Are you going to turn your camera on?
Activate camera.
No, why not keep it going?
All right, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna force you into it, but if you do want to, you can use it. We just lost ourselves some Campbell's soup. Campbell's soup. I'm trying my best to keep it connected. It does get disconnected at times. But let's see. I remind you of the guy from the show Taxi. You're talking about Christopher Lloyd? Or are you talking about the other guy?
Oh, which other guy? Oh.
Andy Kaufman? Are you talking about Andy Kaufman? I remind you of Andy Kaufman from Taxi, the TV show. Thanks for all those gifts. I do see that the gifts are coming in, and I do appreciate it. Did we just hit the goal? I think so, and that was due to Lori. Thanks, Lori, for helping it out, making it happen.
You're welcome.
It is fun to see it happening, guys. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the shares. Yeah, I do appreciate all the people coming in and contributing to the live stream experience from all walks of life. We've got it happening here. With it being a place and space, let's enjoy each other's company. Tonight is guest night. Join in and be part of it if you want to be part of it. And do enjoy it for what it is. Me hanging out with you. You hanging out with me. Us all hanging out with each other. Talking about times we've been confused. If anyone has any stories they want to share. If you dropped out and you want to come back in, feel free to request to come back in. If the Lonely Earth Girl wants to come back in now, feel free to request to come back in. I think you'll be okay. You did get... You just shouldn't vape if you turn your camera on. It is indeed a place and space. I think the Lonely Earth Girl really feels it. It's a lot of fun to make it happen, guys. As I do see that someone's letting me know that it's cutting in and out on YouTube, I'm trying to keep the connection going. Do be in it, carefully navigating it. You know, we've got people coming in from all walks of life, so do be nice to the others in the room and have fun being in it. Now you guys are all back. So now that we have...
Oh, we're back.
We are so back.
The live experience, the place in the space.
Place in the space, baby.
The space in the place.
I love saying that.
I'm gonna keep that camera off.
Yeah, I'll keep my camera off.
Sometimes you just got to do it because you just got to do it. But we've got the questions going around.
Severely addicted to the vape, unfortunately.
I think that one thing is for certain. If I was still addicted to nicotine and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do my live streams because I used to do 2 packs of cigarettes a day, which would mean that I wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't be able to do it without having something happening.
For sure. Good for you for quitting. Proud of you.
Yeah, and then the vape, for those of you that want to try to quit, going on to the vape actually just becomes a vape addiction. You'd think that it would, but it does help moving from one thing to the other, but then you have to quit that one too. So it's like a system, and it's not necessarily easy, but it sucks.
Nicotine patches from my doctor eventually.
I did that the first time. It does work. Yeah, it works for the most part, the nicotine patches, but I don't know. It's a gamble. Really, honestly, it's crazy addictive. Nicotine is nothing you just want to play with. So if you're not addicted to anything, don't even do it. But
you just have to get to a point where there's no other choice but to quit. Like it's like you just have to make the choice to quit, and that's all there is to it.
I know it's no competition, but I had a problem with opioids at one point in my life. So after quitting that and going through those withdrawals, it made quitting vaping like the easiest thing for me personally. Because I had something like worse to compare it to.
That's very interesting. You want to know what? I have 3 years clean from H in June, and I actually have the opposite experience. I think quitting nicotine is almost harder than quitting opiates.
I agree. I agree with that statement.
It's actually accurate because the opiate withdrawal is like 7 days, and that's kind of I was doing that as well, the same as you. It's about 7 to 10 days of hell.
Yep.
But then after that, you're in the clear. But with vaping, the cravings never actually go away like 100%. So I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was too easy. It's like too easy to do it all the time to where it became too much of a habit.
And it's so socially acceptable, so it's like you see it everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it honestly
better than just smoking on a cigaretto and drinking a cerveza.
It tempts me.
I guess.
So tempting.
I mean, I liked Rainy Days. That was where it was. I liked Rainy Days. I didn't like After Meals as much as like other people like after a meal.
Morning
with the morning dew where it's like dry outside. It's like kind of wet outside.
Yes, and then also like while driving, I do a lot of driving for work, so it was nice to have something to just kind of like constantly stimulate me while I was driving.
Keep your ass awake just in case, Make sure you don't fall asleep,
Yeah.
I'm so disgustingly addicted to it. I hit it like basically in my sleep. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, I was basically doing that too.
That with cigarettes,
so bad.
It's different times throughout the day that you have to like take the time out to go do it. But with vaping, you can just hit it non-stop all day long. It's so
almost worse. It's almost worse than cigarettes, except for the fact that it doesn't smell as bad.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In my opinion, I think vaping gives you a stronger buzz than it, because I never got to it. Yeah.
We've got ourselves my cousin Lori coming in the room, guys. Let's take a moment to say hi to her and welcome her into the live stream. Lori, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Around before 7:15, I'm like, I'm gonna get my son right now. Let me.
Wait, Lori, what are you saying?
8:15 will probably work, and never responded. I haven't heard from him. I'm like,
Lori? Okay.
They're like, whatever.
Yeah. Wait, Lori and Benji are related?
Yes, Lori, you're in as a guest. Do you realize you're in as a guest?
You guys were like,
Anyways, I'm going to mute her just for right now. The live stream experience is a place in space. I don't know if my cousin knows that she came into the live stream as a guest, but she can unmute herself if she wants to and talk and let us know how she's doing and introduce herself. But when it comes down to it being a place and space where we can discuss a little bit of conquering certain addictions, if you guys were unaware, well, I'll inform you. I myself have had some things that I've needed to quit. It's been 3,891 days since I've used that. I guess the best term to use would be white china. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait, is that the brown or the?
That's white. And then with nicotine, it's been 904 days. 904 days. And this is the 562nd live stream experience. That's right. It's been 562 days of live streaming, and this is the 562nd one. So you're in it as a guest night. Yeah.
I'm glad I joined in and met you all this evening. This was a cool experience to be a part of.
Oh, thanks for saying it. It is nice to have you here, Taylor. It is nice to see people coming in and being part of the live stream experience. Yeah, I do like having you here, Brian Z's. I don't know if I said your name right, but I do appreciate you coming in. And life is an addiction. I see that comment over there on the YouTube as well. We have people coming in from all walks of life to ask the questions, interact and engage with all of us by asking questions to the guests and maybe coming in as a guest. By coming in as a guest, you're part of a public conversation. Everything you say is documented in this place and space of the internet that you can rewatch it and revisit it whenever you want. So don't necessarily be talking smack about your friends or family members because they might be able to rewatch it and use it in a conversation with you. And you don't want to necessarily be confronted in that awkward way. No. But also, if you do want to talk about friends or family members that you don't necessarily have the ability to confront, then share this live stream with them and talk about them in the live stream experience, and maybe they'll catch on. Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah. Does anyone need us to help you talk? Does anyone have anything that they need to talk out with someone that maybe is here online, and we should try to get them in the live stream? Does someone want to confront someone? No, we're not. I did do that. Yeah, he passed away. It's a shame.
Oh, did he really?
He wasn't even that old. He wasn't that old. Yeah, like a couple of years ago, I think, right after COVID.
Oh, dang. R.I.P., Jerry.
Fun fact, I used to get paid to watch Jerry Springer episodes. It was a job that I used to have where I had to watch the Jerry Springer episodes. I had to rewrite descriptions. Due to copyright law, I couldn't use the descriptions that were originally used by the actual creators. So I had to rewrite the descriptions of the episodes for a streaming platform. This is back when there was more of those types of like random jobs.
What year was that? Like, how long ago was that?
I hated that job, but thanks for saying it was cool. It's once you start getting paid to watch, like, you think it's fun to watch TV, but you realize it's the same thing.
It's not fun, but you can't say hey.
No. What ends up happening though is you end up kind of dreading it, and you end up hating it because what ends up happening is you end up having to watch episodes that are so similar that have barely any difference between them, and then you have to figure out another way to write the caption for that episode, and you don't realize how redundant it actually is. But when you watch it for entertainment, you're not thinking about that. You don't care. But when you're watching it and you have to work on it, you start to hate the fact that it's like, why can't you do something different in this episode? Like, why is it the same thing? And it was a lot of the same thing. What were you saying?
How long did you do that for?
Like a year.
Interesting.
And I did multiple shows, not just that show. I did Murray as well, which I didn't even know that show existed. But I did that one, and then I did one with this old lady in it, and I forgot her name, but she was really popular in the 90s.
Interesting.
Ruth, maybe?
You've lived many lives, Ben.
I'm still living the same life that has many, many paths on this life. Yes, it's a lot of fun to be working in the entertainment industry still, even though some of the jobs are actually super redundant and can be very, very frustrating. But what do people do? Pluto, what do you do for a living? You don't have. You could skip if you don't want to answer it. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to.
I work corporate retail.
Okay, so that sounds interesting. Do you see yourself going far with that, or do you have other aspirations?
Got other things to do.
Okay, so
it's not about the aspirations. It's just that I got shit to do. You know what I mean?
No, you could tell us though. Like, what do you mean by that?
I said what I said. I have other things to do. Like, yes, I'm doing
Oh,
corporate retail right now, but it's not gonna be forever, and maybe it will be forever because maybe I could do other things at the same time, and
that's
maybe I
cool.
could do this all at once.
Are you talking about multiple jobs at the same time? Or are you just saying like you have like things to do, like you have to go to tea and you have to go and do
What are you
that?
talking about? No,
I don't know what I'm
I
talking about. I'm
have
asking a
things
follow
to
up
do.
question.
I have things to do. I got places to be. I got people to see. That's what I
Got
do for a
things to
living.
do.
Oh, I hear you. And then when it comes down to the working and stuff, Stephanie, how are you doing? Do you find yourself a good new job, or are you still looking between things?
Um, Still work in progress.
Well, you're probably doing a really great job. that's
Yeah.
that's
Go
where
in
it's
your
at.
hoops.
And then Taylor, what do you do?
So I do home solutions. So if anyone in the East Tennessee area ever needs like a bathroom remodel or anything, I basically I run estimates for an insurance company as well. But then my own business is I go in and I either remodel like a bathroom for like a guest bathroom or like bathroom, something like that, and usually I can get it done within 3 days. So that's like what I specialize in. It's just going
Oh
in,
yeah.
demoing a bathroom, rebuilding it 3 days tops, 4 days maybe.
That's pretty cool. All right. So we've got. How old are you, Taylor? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 22.
Well, nice to have you
22.
here. 22. Ooh ooh.
Oh,
Sounds like
22.
Pluto really likes people that are 22, or is this a song?
I never said that. Ew.
Is it a song?
Oh, it's that one song.
That's Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, I'm feeling like 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Everything will be alright.
I just realized I actually don't listen to Taylor Swift. I don't know this song at all. I don't know. I don't think I know any of her songs.
Taylor Swift song.
You could probably keep it that way, Benji.
I
Yeah.
I think I might know one of her songs, but it wouldn't be like a mainstream one. It would probably be the song from that movie she was in where it was like, what, The Giver? Anyways, that's not what's important. What's important
I know
is.
so many Taylor Swift songs just because of my sister. So like I know them like by the lyrics because my sister would drive me around to places, pick me up from school when I was younger. So
Oh, that makes sense. In my day, it was Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Shakira and Destiny's Child.
I don't
Yeah.
even know who most of those people are you just named. I know
It's all
Taylor
okay.
Swift is.
It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, Lonely Girl, Lonely Earth Girl, or Lonely Ear Girl, do you want to tell us what you do for a living?
I work at a dispensary.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I'm
Wait.
a bud tender.
Yeah.
Are you an LA person, or are you in a different
I'm in
state?
Michigan.
Which state?
Michigan. Us,
I'm so
we
sorry
got
about
some
the
of the best
Vikings.
prices in the country.
What are the prices?
That's
They're
crazy.
just
Are you a
lower.
Vikings
I mean,
fan?
you could get an ounce for $79.
How much for a 3.5?
That's pretty good.
Our cheapest APs are like $10, and they go up to 20.
That's
I can get that. I can get that here in Oklahoma too. That's crazy.
And how did you find yourself doing dispensary work?
Well, I worked as a server and bartender for like 10 years, and then I just really wanted to move into the dispensary field because I like weed and I'm really good at customer service.
Join the good
It's
side.
funny. They're leasing on TikTok.
Jedi.
TikTok, you got to use code words. But
Right. So yeah, you know. Okay.
yeah,
Sorry,
you
but yeah.
gardening stuff. It's all good. But when it comes to Only Earth Girl, are you a '90s baby?
Gardening, just say flower.
I am 94.
94.
94.
And it is nice to have you here. Thanks for jumping in and being part of the conversation. Down to anything else you'd like to share with us? Are there any other aspirations, or are you just like really cool with being in the industry you're in right now?
I really want to be a video editor, but I'm in school for it right now, and I'm realizing it's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
What platform are you trying to learn to edit on? DaVinci, Final Cut?
Well, at school we use Premiere.
That's the standard these days, but also starting to phase out. Premiere's starting to become second. All of the Adobe products are robbing people, so it doesn't feel as good as it used to. They're introducing a lot of their AI stuff and whatnot, but they're starting to lose their footing. That's why DaVinci is the way to go. If you're a video editor and you're wondering what platform to edit on, what software to use, the best one is DaVinci by far. Recommendation from me to you. DaVinci's all the way, but you want to still have access to Premiere because Premiere does have some good features for you to use. But you actually don't need it as much as you need DaVinci. DaVinci also has a free version for those of you that just want to learn for fun. Do download it and enjoy it, as it is a really fun editing software that provides you with a lot of the basic tools and advanced tools to make your projects look good. And if you do want to also check out other platforms to edit on, I do recommend, I do recommend CapCut. If you're trying to do fast editing on your phone, CapCut's the way to go. Premiere has something called Rush. If you download Rush, it's kind of fast, but I've noticed a lot of glitchy issues, and they have this thing where it's overly pixelated on some frames, and it's hard to just act like that's not happening. So Premiere does have some issue, or Premiere Rush for our phones, which is an Adobe product for editing videos, does have some flaws. Thanks. We got a new guest coming in. Tiny Chef, want to introduce yourself?
Hey.
Tiny.
Hey,
Yeah, Tiny Chef's here to hang out with you tonight, as well as me and all the others that are in the room. We're going around, and Tiny Chef, we already know what you do for a living. We'll get back to you in just a second. Let's just ask Bunny really quick. What do you do for a living, Bunny?
So Corey and I, we do like landscaping and yard work, and we also do housekeeping for a living.
Hey.
Oh, nice. And then when it comes down, we go back. Tiny Chef, you want to promote yourself and tell us where you're from and what you've got going on with you?
Yeah, I actually have some pretty cool info that I'm really, really excited about and also really nervous about.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, first off, I own a restaurant in St. Louis called Tiny Chef.
Hey.
It's a Korean-inspired restaurant, and so you, Benjamin, you know how I told you I was in that New York Times article, right?
Yeah.
With other Korean adoptees. Well, one of the other Korean adoptees, his name is Tori Miller, and he's also a chef. All of the other adoptees in the article are Korean adoptees that work with food and have found our culture through food, which is what I did with my restaurant. I opened Tiny Chef to teach myself about Korean food, and in doing so, I actually found my family in Korea, and I'm going back. It'll be like the 5th time that I'm going back this year. But one of the restaurant owners, Tori Miller, contacted me, and it's his restaurant's 50th anniversary, and I've been invited to be a guest chef there. And have any of you ever seen Culinary Class Wars?
No, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool.
Or have you ever heard of the name Edward Lee? Chef Edward Lee?
No.
He's this phenomenal chef that actually was on Culinary Class Wars, which was a cooking show in Korea. And he won 2nd place, but he's a Korean-American chef. He has multiple restaurants in America, and like Michelin star rated, like James Beard Award winning Top Chef. He's been on Top Chef. He's been on like all the big cooking shows. And he's also going to be there as one of the chefs cooking, so I get to cook alongside with him. Also with Jamie Bissonnette, Dookie Hong, a bunch of these like amazing chefs that I've always looked up to in the industry, and I've been asked to be like I've always wanted to go and like eat at their places, and now I'm going to be able to like cook alongside them.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited. So they're paying for me to fly out to Wisconsin, where the restaurant is, and they're putting me up in a hotel for 3 nights in like downtown Wisconsin. And I'm arriving on like a Sunday evening, getting settled in, and then Monday all the chefs are coming in to the restaurant. We're all going to be shopping, prepping together, and then have like a dinner where we can all like talk and like tell each other stories. And what's also awesome is that so since culinary class wars has become a thing in Korea, Chef Edward Lee has become like almost more famous than the actual winner. Like there have been spin-off shows of him taking his family around Korea. There have been spin-off shows of him doing other cooking challenges. There have been BTS, of course. They're all in Korea. I told them what I'm doing. They're like freaking out.
That means they're probably incredibly proud.
They're going insane. But I told them I promised I would get them like I would get pictures and like videos and stuff. But he also opened a restaurant in Seoul, in Korea. And so I'm going to talk to him about that because in Korea this month, or not this month, this year, mid-September, and I'll be like, dude, if you're in Korea, we got to meet up. We got to share a meal.
That sounds so exciting.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Everyone's heard it here in the chat. If you haven't heard it, Tiny Chef will be here for a while, so you can ask her more questions. We'll end up talking about this more. I do see guest. Someone is a guest. It's guest night. We've got the people in the room. We'll get to know each other to a degree. Remember, it is a public place and space. Be mindful of what you decide to share. And do have fun promoting yourself as well. You're here on the internet, social media. Engage and interact to how you feel necessary to do so in my place and space. The only rules here, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it PG. Let's not talk about politics and debate about good things or potentially controversial things. Let's just have some fun, show up for each other. Talk about the tea in each other's life to a degree, but don't necessarily disclose too much about the people within your life. If you do want to talk smack and you don't necessarily like some of the people in your life, you could do that here, but remember it's rewatchable, so that could be used against you in conversations. You don't want to do that. Anyways, the place and space is here for you to enjoy it as I do create it. It does happen to be a fun place and space that we've got Stephanie here, Taylor here, which does not go by the name Lonely Ear Girl. And we also have Tiny Chef here, who owns a nice little place that you can go and eat at if you do want to. So in St. Louis, did I have that right? Am I wrong?
Definitely gonna go there one day.
And then we have Pluto. Pluto, what were you gonna say?
I said I'm tired. I said I'm definitely gonna go there one day, like to your thing.
I hope you do too. I hope we all do. I hope everyone takes the time to support one another.
I would love that. I would be so honored. My restaurant is actually located inside of a punk rock pinball bar. So.
Yeah, I thought that was cool when you told us that too.
That's so cool.
Like you're flirting with me right now. Oh my god.
You can like play some pinball while you wait for your food.
It's honestly such a cool concept.
Like the kitchen.
Some rock music.
Kitchen opened. It's been so it's April, so I've been open 7 years now, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a long time.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 43.
Yeah, she doesn't look 43, does she?
No.
Yeah, she has that going on.
That is insane.
Well, I am so proud of you. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Where are you at?
Hello to you too.
It's never too late, you know. Like 10 years ago, I never, I could barely dream about traveling to like another state for vacation, and now I've been to Korea. It'll be my 5th time this year, so like it's never too late to like actually do the things that you want to do, you know.
I just want to say that I hope I age as well as you have, because that's insane. I thought you were like my age.
Skincare. When I go to Korea, I think I've said this here before, but when I go to Korea, I always check like 2 to 3 bags, and those bags, one of them is filled with like, like full-size bath products that I use, that I get in Korea. The other 2 are filled with like gifts and whatnot for my family, it's like mostly Korean skincare and a little bit of food in my fridge.
What is like the life expectancy in Korea?
For The women outlive the men, but I feel like
that's in every territory. Like that's not just in one place.
They live pretty long, and it's because the base of their diet is kimchi. A lot of fermented foods, which is good for the body, good for the gut.
It's like probiotic.
Lots of probiotics.
Yeah.
So,
Having fish in your diet apparently is really important. Who would have known?
Yeah, I mean, Korea is surrounded by ocean waters, so fish is very, relevant there. And the sushi, the sashimi is amazing. The fish markets are awesome. I've done the thing where you go to the fish market and you pick out your king crab. You get to hold it, and then you literally walk upstairs and they take that crab, steam it, and then cut it up for you so that you don't have to shell it yourself. And then they serve it with the head, the body, because the body also has all those good juices and stuff, and they take that and they make fried rice with that. And they
My God, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it sounds so good. Gosh. We need more food options here. Yeah. And I'm in LA. There's lots of food options.
Here, maybe, well, definitely not in St. Louis, but maybe in California.
The place to be a space. Logan now jumping in. Logan, do you have any times jumping in? Logan, do you have any times that you were confused that you want to tell us a story about?
Times that I was confused, just in general?
Yeah, or times that you observed someone being confused. You could do it the other way, too. And if you don't have anything to share, you can also skip it.
I'm gonna skip, because I don't have anything off the top of my head.
Do you have anything, Tiny Chef? A time you were confused, or a time you witnessed someone be confused? Maybe you had someone come in to order food, and they were, really confused, and they ordered way too much stuff.
I consider myself a student. I'm not a chef because I'm still learning. I feel like there's no cap. I'm still learning. I feel like there's no cap to knowledge, especially when it comes to food or anything for that matter. But I'm generally in a confused state of mind, but always trying to solve those equations. But I have had customers come in very puzzled to see punk rock pinball bar. So the questions we get are kind of funny, but since we've gotten some notoriety here and there, we've gained a following in St. Louis, which is really cool. So I think the funniest thing is just some people and how it's pronunciated. Sometimes the biggest mess up I have is just with the word kimchi. Some people will come up and say, "What's kimchi?" I don't know where.
I'm that guy still. I still do that.
Oh. Of course you are.
Where do you find the extra I? It's kimchi.
It's like a silent thing. I think it's it seems like there's supposed to be another silent I there, but
maybe they get nervous, which I also understand because it took me opening up restaurant to learn about my culture. I've worked in restaurants all over, including Vietnamese, Chinese, Mandarin, stuff, So
you never felt Korean enough. You were like, oh, I'm not Korean enough for this.
Well, as an adoptee that was taken from Korea, raised in the Midwest, to not great adoptive parents, basically you're raised in all culture. I didn't know really anything about Korean culture, other than what they told me, which was they painted Korea to be a very destitute country, which it's completely not. I mean, it was before,
That's messed up.
I mean, with the pictures that they painted for me, they lied about origin and all that stuff. But
Huh. Yeah, that is weird.
I never had a Korean oma or halmoni, which is a mother or grandmother to teach me recipes or anything. So.
That kind of sucks. As someone that grew up traditionally within my family, it was always really interesting to grow up around them and to see it as. But then again, you got connected with your family, so that in its way actually does end up kind of evening itself out to some degree. And you took the initiative to make this restaurant that you've had for 7 years. But to miss that stuff at the beginning where it's like, you know, you learn about your culture when you're like a little kid and you're like trying to embrace it, and then you look at other cultures and you try to be like, why can't it be like that?
My social media, because you know you never know where
Yeah.
somebody's at, and to
I
just
think so, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually the right thing to do. Share the word. PSAs are PSAs.
That's what I've been doing.
I hope the people who had their homes destroyed, I hope that they're okay at least, and that they're safe.
Yeah, homeowners insurance is very common where I'm at. I live quite literally in Oklahoma, so tornado, like it's common.
Isn't there something going on where they're thinking about building a skyscraper in Oklahoma that's supposed to be like one of the biggest, but then it's also in a tornado zone, so does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean,
Not at all.
It doesn't make sense. Like half of the things that they're trying to do in Oklahoma, I'm just like, it's Oklahoma.
Yeah, wouldn't it just make sense to make sure it's very flat? Maybe build down?
Yeah, maybe build like basements. Like there's a whole tunnel network in OKC right now that like that's where people go if there's a tornado warning, and they've been like putting art exhibits and stuff in there, which is honestly such a great thing. And like they put a bunch of mental health resources in there as well.
You know, that's a great idea. Let's make our museums underground for then when we do have those tornado warnings and people need to be sheltering, they can shelter in a museum and they can walk around and just pass the time looking at paintings. That makes more sense.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
What was that, Pluto?
I would be terrified, like, if, like, I don't know, there was, like, a crazy-ass storm, and then
once or twice.
Oh, that's way less than I was going to actually suspect. Once or twice?
Like, it's only, like, the really scary ones that you get underground for. Otherwise, you're just getting in, like, the most interior closet in your house.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, honestly, it's just you're supposed to be in a room that doesn't have windows, right?
Yeah, basically. It's like any thunderstorm, really. It's
Yeah.
having, like, hail or whatever.
Would
But
it be
makes sense to me. Sorry, go ahead.
Would it be safe if you were in like a? You wouldn't be safe if you were underwater, right?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
So the theory is to be as low to the ground as possible. Like if y'all have seen Twisters, it's the same, essentially the same thing.
The dentist, the one that has what, Bill Paxton in it?
That one and the new one too. It's like, it's very realistic.
The new one's kind of weird though. There's like this leaf that falls on her lap, and she like picks up the leaf and says, "This leaf isn't a native leaf to the trees in this area," or something like that. It was a line that was so ridiculous. It just is that how that works?
No.
Like,
I think that was just dramatized, probably.
I mean, I just felt like a lot of the lines they had in there were like lazy writing. And I call it for what it is. Anyways, it's not that type of live stream. We're not going to be critical on movies, but you could be if you want to be. What's the movie that's probably pissed anybody off recently? I'm going to go with Twister. It did piss me off with a couple of those. Because I really liked the first one with Bill Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman. And a couple of other really great actors. What? Yeah, Helen Hunt was so good in that. Oh, along with that guy who also plays Wesley in, the Princess Bride. What's that guy's name?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking. I can't remember his name, but I know.
Yeah, he's like the villain. It's like,
it's funny how like he played like all like the romantic hero princes like in his early career, and then his later career. A lot of his roles that he's gotten have been like the bad guy.
He was the bad guy in the Jungle Book, the live-action Jungle Book. If you've seen it, it's from the 90s.
So I think poor guy got typecast as like the villain.
I think what ended up happening was people loved him so much, and they just wanted to give him work, and the other roles were already casted, and they were like, "But you could probably pull off a villain if you feel comfortable doing so." But then also they gave him Robin Hood Man in Tights. That's one of his best movies.
Yeah. another great one. I forgot it was.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's in it, too.
Mel Gibson really, not Mel Gibson, Mel Brooks. I think it's Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks really knows how to do it. Yeah. Mel Gibson doesn't know how to do it with the comedy. He doesn't do comedy, but it's not important.
Another, what is it?
Spaceballs.
Oh my god. Spaceballs. Yeah, Spaceballs. He's doing another Spaceballs.
Yeah, Spaceballs. If you've seen Spaceballs before, well, you know that they said that there'd be a sequel, and there finally is going to be one now. So they've held to their word. Yeah, he came back for it. I like Rick Moranis' most recent interview where he just said, like, he basically just only agreed to it because he wanted the text messages to stop. He wanted people to stop asking him to do it. So he just felt like he had to do it because he was being asked way too frequently to come back. And he just kind of like was like, all right, I'll do it because you won't leave me alone. But I mean, honestly though, if we knew that, we would have asked him years ago to come back for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Waiting for Rick Moranis to come back.
I think he needs to come back and be in movies every... I just would like to see him in movies a lot more, in general. He's like, he doesn't want to do it anymore, though. He got out of it.
Yeah. What's that? He did because he's Canadian. I forgot what he did. Like a silly show with one of his friends, where they're basically just sitting on chairs drinking beer, like in the garage or something.
Oh.
Hey, how was that? I forgot what it was. It was an old cult classic, like TV show. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I can't recollect it. But
it was amazing. I love comedy.
Great White North?
Great White North. Yes, Great White. Thank you so much. Super.
Yeah, that was very helpful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being part of it. And thanks for bringing up that, information we were all actually trying to figure out. We also have people liking the live stream. Lori, feel free to come back in. I don't know if you were aware that you came in as a guest and I muted you, but you were in as a guest for a little while. Anyways, the live stream experience has us all engaging and interacting. We'll be here for a while longer. Do be here to be here in it, as it does happen on a daily basis. It's rewatchable. Be mindful on how you decide to show up. It is fun to be able to create it, but it wouldn't be happening without viewers and participants being involved. You could be a participant too, but just by clicking the plus sign, you can come in and be a guest. Bob and Doug McKenzie, you say. I do appreciate you guys coming in and being part of it, and I do see the... never mind. Anyways, thanks TikTok for always recommending that I invite people into the live stream that don't follow my live stream. I don't know why TikTok does that, but TikTok's always requesting that I invite in someone to be a guest in my live stream that either used to follow me, doesn't follow me anymore, or they don't follow me at all, but I don't follow them either, and I don't understand why they're telling me to invite them in. But thanks TikTok, I do appreciate that. It's participation, ain't it? Anyways, those were characters. They really were. It's a live stream experience that does this chit-chatting and answering and asking questions. If anyone has any confusing stories, stories where they were confused, or watched other people be confused, feel free to share them. Thanks for those gifts. I do appreciate the floating heart. It's always nice to see the gifts being given. That's on YouTube, by the way. So thanks for being a supporter on the YouTube with the floating hearts. I do see people coming in and saying the words and being part of it, and I'm trying my best to engage and interact. Do feel free to ask questions to me and the mods, and me and the viewers. You can even ask questions to mods, too, if you want. But we don't have any mods currently in as guests. But we do have mods around, so do be mindful on how you decide to show up, and be thoughtful. I have feelings. And so do you. What was it, Chinese Chef?
I just thought of a really funny story of confusion that I had. It was whenever it was my first time into Korea. I took my family to Jeju-do Island, which is like Korea's version of Hawaii. And my friend Kat went with me there. And so it's interesting in Korea. When the first time I went back, it was the middle of summer. It was in June, so it was super, super hot. So Korea's on the same lateral line as St. Louis's. So their summers are super hot, very humid, and so we're just like constantly chugging water. And in Korea, they don't a lot of Koreans don't really drink a whole lot of water. They're not used to it. I think because their diet is so water based. They eat a lot of vegetables, they eat a lot of soups that aren't salty, over salted.
Oh,
So they get hydration from other places. And they're not used to it. Um and I remember we landed, we got like our rental car and we were driving down to the southern part of Jeju-do, which is Segwipol, and Kat and I were like chugging water. We stopped at a coffee shop because we had to go to the bathroom, and there wasn't a bathroom there, but we ended up getting coffee. So we drank coffee, and then we were like, okay, no, we really got.
How is there not a bathroom in a coffee shop?
yeah.
I'm sorry. In a coffee shop of all places?
I know.
Coffee makes you duty.
It was just a random little coffee spot just off the side of the road because like Jeju-do isn't a giant like city base. It's more like they have like green tea fields and it's surrounded by ocean because it's an island and some of it is like made from volcanic rock. But we finally get to this place and Kat, my friend and I, who's American, we go up to the attendant, and we're like, 안녕하세요, 역시, and we were like trying to like ask where, and I'm like typing, and like I'm about to like pee my pants, and so is Kat, we're like doing the dance and everything, and we're like, oh, 역시, 역시, and he just like kept on looking at us, and so we start like going up and down the aisles to say 역시, 역시. We're like, why can't he understand? And so my sister Youngju comes in, and she's like, 언니, what's wrong? And I was like, Youngju, 역시. She's like, what? And then it wasn't until then I realized that is not the word for bathroom. The word for bathroom is 화장실. And what I was saying, 역시 means and this and that and so. So we were basically just saying, hi, and and this guy is looking at us like we're crazy. And then finally he understood because like Youngju was able to relate, translate and ask him for the bathroom. He's like, oh, and so we like made a beeline for it. And it's so funny because like in Korea, like shame is a big thing, and so is embarrassing moments. To me, it's funny. I will always have it in my heart as this hilarious, funny story. But it's funny because like anytime I tell a friend that I've made in Korea that story, immediately they're just like, "Oh, don't say that ever again. I can't look at you. That's so bad."
Oh, that is so cute though that people get that embarrassed. Oh,
I feel so embarrassed because but like I'm laughing. I don't know. So that's I feel like a really good representation of the time I was very confused.
I think that was perfect. I do know enough Armenian to be confused. I know just enough to be confused, just like how you were saying so, and I know just enough to be polite, but also very confused. So, I could sound crazy too in my traditional language. So I get that. That part I can relate to. But when it comes down to it, guys, if you're just tuning in, we got some stories being told about being confused sometimes, or having a confusing moment. And I think that Tiny Chef really does actually take the cake on this one. That's a pretty good story. Thanks for sharing with that. I don't think I can top that. I mean, it sounds they sound very similar and very different at the same time. So I could see myself remembering it incorrectly too. So it's like it seems like an easy flip up, right? Switch up, flip up, switch up.
I guess so. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. So funny.
And you aren't sure or are sure that there was no bathroom at that first place because you could have been asking it in the wrong language.
Oh, no, to make sure that like my family asked.
Oh, okay.
Like, sorry, I think that there was, but I think it was like the person's private. Like they didn't want to, for some odd reason, it either wasn't working at the time or they just didn't want us to use it. And so we were just like, okay, let's just pile back into the van and let's go. Because I had my entire family. I took my entire family there to Jeju-do. So it was like my oma, which is my mom, my two brothers, my sister-in-law, my nephew, and then my one of my best friends, Kat.
That sounds fun. Honestly, road trips too, right? You guys were probably all in one big van? One big van?
I had the very selfish idea. I wanted like all of us to be together as a family under one roof and like go to sleep together, wake up, and eat breakfast together.
I get that. I used to really enjoy that stuff. I've questioned my mom when she like makes it so that everyone has their own space. Like last time we were out with the family thing, my mom like got an individual room for my sisters to all have their own individual rooms, but she got this one really big room that also had enough for all of us to be in one room. And I remember asking her, and she said, "But I'm sure she loves them as well. And I'm just her favorite boy. But it's convenient." Does anybody else the favorite in their family? Does anyone want to... Pluto, you seem like a favorite.
No.
Really? I'm only getting favorite vibes. And I'm also getting only child vibes.
I don't know. I have a brother. I have an older brother. Shout out Austin.
Is he the favorite?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's too bad. You're the baby out of 5, Chris? That is adorable. I understand that. And then Tiny Chef, when it comes down to you and your like family reconnecting and everything, do you feel like I mean you've known them for what, like 7 years now? 8 how long have you known?
I found them in July of 2021, and then the first time I met them in person was in June of 2022 because the pandemic was still going on, and there was a 2-week quarantine of going to Korea, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I want to get off the plane and immediately run into my mom's arms. So
can I say something?
Yeah.
I saw, one time during like 2020, I saw that Korea had like really good quarantine food, and I was jealous.
Yeah. I feel like everywhere else had better quarantine
everywhere
things.
Else, they didn't even give us food.
I know, no. They sent out box like care packages for everything.
I saw that.
And I was
oh my god.
They had a society that was like accepting the lockdowns. We had a society that was revolting against the lockdowns.
They were like, we don't need this, and then
if people were accepting and creating it and making it better for other people, it would have been a different vibe. But the vibe was, maybe we should get together with pitchforks and run around outside and act like this is an outrage.
Sniff up all this virus air.
Yeah, it kind of felt like the whole, like, we gotta fight Frankenstein type of feeling. Or, like, people would, like, go to the hospitals and do speed runs into the hospitals trying to find all the sick people. Which I remember those videos where people would be like, where are all the sick people? They're not here. Like, they're in their own rooms. Like, they'd go to the waiting rooms and go, there's no one here. How suspicious. And it's like, yeah, because we don't have the waiting rooms opened anymore. They weren't opened. But yeah, that was interesting. I remember I don't miss having to take a COVID test to get into buildings, though. That happened for a little while. That sucked.
I don't miss having my forehead scanned.
What was that?
Having my forehead... Oh, wait, you?
No, both of you talked over each other, so one person say it first, then the next person say it.
No, you go first. No, oh my god, you go first.
Both of you go at the same time, then.
No, you go first.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, the difference, the drastic difference in the COVID tests that I took here versus in Korea were insane. Because they, you know how whenever they swab your nose here, it was like a little swab. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't, you know, like anything painful. In Korea, they like made sure they got some brain matter with that. Like they shoved it up there so far. Like I remember like a tear forming, and then like I felt like a buzzing with how far they shot that Q-tip up my nose. And like I came out of there looking at my friends like, what the hell just happened? It hurts so bad.
I had an experience where like the doctor shoved it so far up that I felt like he took out like maybe a fourth of my brain.
Yeah.
So
there's a couple of times I cried.
Same here.
I know I cried because it hurt a lot. Because like the nurse just didn't. Nurse that I think I still follow her on Instagram. Maybe we used to flirt because she had to give me a test every week. Um, but like honestly, if you're flirting with a girl who then shoves something up your nose, it's hard to be like playing it cool. So I'd like cry in front of her sometimes.
I wish I saw that so bad. I wish I can go back in time and like, oh, guys, I can actually. I'm a time traveler.
I mean, if you go back in time and you want to watch me have a COVID test, I recommend the ones that are off of Huntington Drive. Those ones are the ones that are the best stories. Honestly, though, I remember also you had to do it to get on set. So that time that I ended up on an Apple TV show that has me behind Jake Gyllenhaal, that's the first day that that masks were no longer necessary on a film set. And I remember you still had to get tested before going on a film set. But I remember like the first I was on the Warner Brothers lot, and that was the first day when we found out that we didn't need to wear masks anymore. And oh my goodness, the way that people responded to no more masks. There's like 2 or 3 people that were still wearing their masks, but I have a secret suspicion on that. They liked the way people treated them better when they wore the mask, because when they didn't wear the mask, people like could see their facial expressions, and they weren't necessarily like the happiest person to run into, but without the facial expressions,
oh my god,
like
you could be so judgmental.
I have like an immune deficiency disease. I've had COVID like 10 times. It's bad.
I've only had it once. And I filmed it. You can rewatch me going through it here on YouTube whenever you want to watch me go through my COVID adventure. It's a 3-day adventure that has me documenting it in bed, and I just basically update people how I'm doing. But I got it late, 2024, the end of 2024.
Ah, okay.
I made it through.
And I got the one where like I lost all sense of taste and smell.
It sucks.
And I was sick for like a month, and then it took a couple months to like get back to my almost normal state of like energy, just because how much it drains me.
There were some people that seemed very different after they got over it too.
I have asthma, and so like I have weak bronchial tubes. It runs in the family, and that I found that out by meeting my family, but which makes sense because I get bronchitis like anywhere from like 2 to 4 times a year. I just got over bronchitis last week. I'm still like getting over remnants of it and whatnot.
That's normal for you?
Yeah, it's how it's always been. That and asthma. So my immune system sucks. It's like I always joke around and say it's like a Listerine breast strip. Like,
oh, it dissolves and goes away really fast, but it still happens every day?
Yeah, boom, it just vanishes. So I still wear masks whenever I go out shopping, for the restaurant.
People were wearing masks before COVID happened, so there is still a practicality use of them.
And I still wear it. And then even in Korea, people still wear masks, especially in Seoul, because they have like, you know how you have like the AQI meter, in some of your like temperature apps, and AQI is meaning like how good the air conditioning is, whether there's like particles in the air or not. Basically, like how polluted is the air today. So in Korea, in Seoul, because it's so like so many people there, and it is lots of like buildings, lots of cars, lots of like, all this industrial stuff going on, they'll have like red days to where like it's just a fog, but that fog is literally just pollution. So it's always like if like people who are more susceptible to get sick, they need to wear those masks. And like case in point, the last time I was in Korea, there was one of those days that where that happened, and it was particularly hot that day, and I had forgotten my mask, and we took a cab, and we rolled down the windows, and so I was breathing in the air. The very next day, boom, had bronchitis. Terrible bronchitis. Got super, super sick.
That's terrible.
So, like, I gotta be almost 3 like its own humidifier when you're sleeping. If you think about it.
But you could just get a humidifier.
Yeah, but it I don't know. I like to cocoon when I sleep. So like with the mask on, it's like even more of a cocoon. So it helps me breathe.
Sounds like you just get security from it. Makes you feel safe.
That too. Yeah.
It's okay. You can feel safe here. We're not going to judge you. No. Well, if someone does judge you, they're coming in the live stream experience doing the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. Showing up with each other, being positive, and keeping it fun and light. If you do want to be a negative Nancy, though, there's plenty of other live streams to watch. This live stream experience has some great people being positive in it. Ain't that right, Melody? You being positive?
Of course.
Look, she's participating. Do you have any follow-up questions for Tiny Chef? Or does anyone have any follow-up questions for Tiny Chef with this bronchitis stuff she was just telling us? Does anyone else have bronchitis? Or get it very easily?
I've had it one time.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had it. How do you know?
I had it when I was a kid.
Do you have to go on antibiotics to get off of it? To get it to go away?
They gave me this like prescription cough syrup. It's got this thing in it called codeine, and and I'm telling you, so my cough was so bad, I actually drank the syrup in the parking lot of the pharmacy because I was wanting my they prescribed it to me if I was wanting my cough to go away. It's really bad. By the time I got home, all I'm gonna say is this: I watched The Lord of the Rings on repeat for about 24 hours, waking up in like 30-minute intervals to watch like a little bit of it, and then maybe DoorDash something, and then fall back asleep because I drank like a quarter of the bottle. And for like 24 hours straight, I was just like in a consistent nod.
That sounds normal. Like that's.
I mean, codeine has to be taken lightly.
I'm not complaining though. It was amazing, but like I just was caught off guard.
Yeah, if you don't know, then you find out the hard way, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll get that cough syrup, but then I'll also get some antibiotics and some steroids. I have a nebulizer at home with medicine where I'll do breathing treatment.
Steroid shot works the best, in my opinion. That little shot they give you in the rear, that thing works quick, like 30 minutes it tops, and then I'm already feeling better.
What shot is that?
It's a steroid shot that they give you in the rear, and oh my goodness, it works quick. Like I don't know what specific steroid it is, but
it does work quick.
Yeah.
You can't do Claritin D? Well, I mean, I guess it's not for everybody. But it is.
I have like a clog in my chest, and it feels like there's heavy pressure, and it's hard for me to breathe, and I just like start.
I found out that I was allergic, so I'm allergic to most antibiotics like penicillin, Omniceft, amoxicillin, all the cillins, like that whole family, and then augmentin, like basically most fungi antibiotics, which is pretty much all of them. I'm allergic to, and I found out because I think like when I was 16, I took my dose, and I guess maybe I developed this allergy.
Blessing. But also, moderation. Blessing. But also, moderation. Just like anything else. But I'm happy you were able to get to the hospital. The hospital's an interesting place to get to. Yeah. I don't really like going to the hospital. It's not fun.
I don't either. It's like it's a weird vibe at the hospital. Like, or maybe like when you finally get into the room, it's not that bad. But like the whole waiting process and everything, like that whole, I just don't like that.
Well, I feel like also we just don't have a system that makes you feel wanted at the hospital. They don't even want you to be there.
Right. It feels like you're being rushed.
Yeah, like, we need to get you in and out of here, because, like, this bed needs to be used by someone else. And you're like,
it's like
great job at making me feel like I'm getting some quality help, because or even when you go to urgent care, which I've been to urgent care before, it's kind of like a like I remember one time I went in for I went in for multiple reasons and I needed a checkup. But when I came in, we don't have our family doctor anymore. She retired. So I don't have Dr. Jones. Shout out to Dr. Jones for being great at being the family doctor. And I know it sounds like I'm talking about Indiana Jones, but we used to make that joke all the time. But shout out to Dr. Jones for seeing me, my sisters, my parents, and for being a great doctor for our family for decades. And then when she stopped, I went to the hospital, made an appointment to get a checkup, and I just felt like they didn't want me there the whole time. like I was there for and even when they were taking blood from me, they were just kind of like, we need to get you out of here fast, 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 fast.
A concern that are you going to get an accurate diagnosis if they're rushing the process? You know.
Well, I was there looking for that physical thing, and I feel like when the doctor started talking to me, she was like, "So you have an indigestion," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I've been having some stomach issues, but shouldn't you check my breathing, and make I guess look at my body kind of. I don't want you to touch me, but you probably should, but you don't necessarily need to also be forceful in any it's I expect the doctor to look at me, and I just don't feel like they were really looking at me. They were trying to get me out of there.
Doctor to patient bedside decorum, I understand that. That's what they should have, treat you with respect like you're a human.
Although they did ask me where my shots were and how many shots I've had, and they were like, looks like it's time for you to get that tetanus shot again or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So at least they're keeping me up to date on the shots. Which shots are helpful, guys. If you think that a vaccine's going to kill you, well, you'll probably die from the disease that the vaccine's made for. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Too many folks are the anti-vax, and I'm not going to shame anyone, but I'm just saying the anti-vaxxing is very dangerous, especially if you're anti-vaxxing your children. There's so many diseases that if they don't have that vaccine for, it's so dangerous because...
Well, people are learning in real time right now. We're actually having a bit of an issue. But that's more political than anything else.
That's really sad.
What was that?
It's sad,
Yeah, it is.
Because the children, they don't understand, that they need it. They just think whatever their parent tells them is.
Yeah, and some of those parents are watching Fox News, and some of those kids see Fox News too and go, I want to be cool. I'm going to also believe what Fox News is saying.
Right. Yeah, they're taught that, you can just grow up and you'll be immune to it. It'll make you stronger. It's like, no, that's not how smallpox works. It doesn't care how it isn't a typical coils. It's sporadic in all different directions. So I typically just wear a hat and I get hat hair, so my hair looks straight a lot of the time. But I just wear a hat constantly.
When I grew out my hair, it got really curly at one point in time, and then it got past a certain length, and I guess it was too heavy for itself, so it just straightened out again. Which is kind of interesting. My hair will get really curly, and then straighten out, and that's just the name of the game.
Also, it depends on what product I use. If I use the conditioner, I only condition 3 days out of the week. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do or not, but when I use conditioner, my hair is extra curly.
Okay. I'm not a hair person. That's not what that's called. But anyways, if it is here for you, if you're here for it, guys, feel free to share advice with each other. We're talking a little bit about this and that. Nothing too serious when it comes to the topics being what they are. It's just fun to get to know each other and to have some fun banter here and there. So don't necessarily take it too seriously. If you are having fun being within it, that's the whole purpose of it. If you're not having fun being within it, that means you got to keep scrolling. It is a place and space for you to request to be a guest. If you want to be a guest in my live stream experience on Thursdays, I do this, and it's happening every Thursday. So be in it on Thursdays if you like this type of live stream experience. If you like cooking and baking and other things happening in a live stream, well, I do those other things too throughout the week. But here, tonight, guest night. We'll be here for at least another hour, so enjoy it for what it is and get to know me and the others that are in the room. We found out that Logan doesn't have natural curly hair, and we're not disappointed. No, we're not sad about it either, because it's really how she feels.
Sure.
Are you? Do you feel like it's better when it's curly, or do you? When do you feel most confident? That's really where it's at. A haircut with confidence.
No, it's hard to say. I feel pretty both ways.
Do you do ponytails? Because when I used to have long hair, I used to feel really good when I did it's up, but not like up. Like it's having it up. It was like no, I did the thing where it would cascade down. So I guess it was a man bun, but it would also look like I would do like the. I guess it would be like like if you took what's it called? If you took chopsticks and did the thing where you kind of like did it in your hair, but then you let it all kind of like dangle down. I did that all the time because I just loved doing it. It was fun. It was fun. And then some people would say, Ben, that hairdo is way too girly for you. And I'd be like, but I'm pulling it off with a beard. And like, there's some great photos. There's some great photos. And I will say, wearing a mask and having really long hair, it's hard to tell whether no, it's pretty obvious I'm just some guy with a lot of a beard being covered by a mask. Which, oh man, it was really fun. It was a fun experience having the long hair. But it was fun to do it cascade down because you'd be like blowing it out of your face and you'd be like, every movement felt very dramatic. That's where it was at with long hair.
It's not for practicality, it's for the
yeah,
effect.
It was always for the effect. Although I hated how long it would take to dry. I hated showering with the long hair. That's where it's bad.
Yeah, it takes forever to wash the hair.
Yeah. And my mom would always say, just wash your hair a couple times a week, wear a hairnet. And I would be like, I'm not doing that. I'm dirty.
And then they basically put you and they give you a massage. They put you on this like bed that has like rolling water, and they put on these like suction cups on like your knees that give like light shocks to like wake up nerve endings and stuff like that. So Korea's triple uppiness in like the bedside manner.
Man, I hate hearing about these types of things because it makes me think about how crappy our healthcare system is.
Yeah, I'm assuming in Korea it's affordable too.
Very much so. I also like, the last time I was there, after I got bronchitis, I had asked the doctor who was giving me the shots. I was like, I ran out of my inhaler because I was using it so much. And he referred me to the doctor that was literally one level below him. And so I went down there. It was busy. I was thinking, okay, well, I'm going to spend like the next, like, how many hours here? I was seen and within 10 minutes had the prescription for the inhaler, and I don't have insurance in Korea. I paid $10. I went to the pharmacy, gave him my prescription, and the inhaler without insurance was like $7.
Yeah, that's normal everywhere else apparently. We have some pretty greedy people here in America.
So I went back. I told my oma because like I was like, mikoge normal piso, which is it's so expensive. It's very expensive. Inhalers, especially, and because even with insurance, they're upwards of $50 to $60, here in America. And so I went back there and I was able to get 10 inhalers, and they only charged me like $30.
That is so weird.
And I still have some leftover inhalers in my closet that have lasted me over a year, which is amazing. So I'm good on inhalers.
No, that actually makes sense. That's how it should be. Like, I can't believe that that's that.
Taylor, when I go back and some more skincare.
Yeah, those skincare products, they go a long way probably. It's always fun to get things from other...
Be here. Be here.
Oh, thanks for saying that. You like my place in space.
We love you, girl.
Yeah, we do like you being in it and being part of it. It's nice to have you here when you can jump in and be in the conversation. And we can't wait to see if you can give us a little taste of what, another country looks like next week. Where it would be fun. You'd be there on a Friday, but I'd be there on a...
But I'm not leaving until September.
Oh, right. Yeah. Time. Everything feels so relative, though.
And that's like 6 months away? I think, ish. 5-6 months away.
Yeah, my grandma turns 100 in that time frame. Gosh. She's going to be such an old lady.
But everybody get good sleep, eat delicious food, stay healthy.
Sleep well.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Bye, Tiny Chef. Everyone say goodbye to Tiny Chef. We've got it happening here with the peeps in the room. When it comes down to things that are happening in the chat, too, Logan, I see you were talking to Peaceful Kevin about something regarding the classes you take. Do you want to tell us? Good night, girl. Bye, Tiny Chef. Everyone give her some more love. Enjoy Dreamland.
Good night.
I hope she enjoys Dreamland. But Tiny Chef's left us. Do say it in the chat if you're just a viewer or if you're a guest in it. You could use the mic. But Logan, what were you saying about these things that had to do with film classes?
Oh, so I was talking about it's coming up on finals week, and so we've got 3 weeks left of college courses before finals, and a lot of busy times. I was talking about how I was doing an essay for a class right now.
Wait, what's the essay about?
So it's about the documentary Street Fight. It's about the campaign between Cory Booker and the incumbent Sharp James.
So, if I remember correctly, when you write a paper, they normally have a deadline of what you're supposed to do, but then they also kind of have a grace period. Is it really strict with the deadlines? Or... Oh, thanks for saying we're the best, Tiny Chef. Thanks for mentioning in the chat. We'll see you next time. Get yourself that good sleep, girl. And don't skip meals is a really good thing to say. Yeah, don't skip meals, guys. Let's stay healthy. Does anyone try to skip meals in the chat?
Some people do.
Well, unless you're doing it out of controlled inner something. There's a diet.
Don't do it to hurt yourself. Like,
don't starve yourself.
Don't need that much food, then don't eat that much food. But if you need that much food, then eat that much food.
Be healthy.
Yeah, be healthy indeed. And if you need to eat cereal is delicious. But when is it too much cereal? When?
It's never too much.
I wouldn't know.
The box is empty.
Yeah, you're right.
I really wouldn't know, though. But I do hope that it's happening for all you wonderful people here across the web. It's fun to make it happen, as I do enjoy creating it to be a place in space. You can see that there's this list behind me, which the list actually has everybody that's online that either follows me or is suggested to be in the live stream experience. It actually has the people that normally watch my live stream kind of involved in the live stream experience to a degree. We do have people in the room that have decided that they don't want to come in as guests, like Peaceful Kevin, Chris, Molly, and Matt. You guys can come in as guests if you want. I see that you guys are having fun being in the, viewing hemisphere, so you don't have to come in if you don't want to. But do feel free to join in and be a guest if you want. We've got Logan here. We've got Joe, who just decided to jump, who's one of our moderators. Give Joe a shout out, and it's nice to see Joe jumping in. Joe, feel free to come in too. Molly, there's always a spot for you. I see you're liking the live stream. We are talking to Logan a bit. Logan, what year in college are you in?
I am a junior currently, coming up on my senior year.
And are you having fun with it, or are you just stressed all the time?
stressed all the time. I was talking to my mom today. I was talking to my mom today, and I was like, I just feel like my face changes so much throughout the course of a semester due to just deadlines and everything else.
Due to the deadlines that...
Yeah, I mean, if you're like a naturally anxious person, you're always trying
I
to
was
get
always
things done.
I was always stressed not about the deadlines, but about retaining all the information. So,
Oh, that too.
because I actually wanted to be able to just kind of recollect everything and be able to articulate that I am learning in each class more verbally than on paper. On paper, I felt like I could always figure that out. If I needed to stay up all night and write a paper and send it in late, as long as I communicated with the teacher, it never made a difference. But being able to actually say I learned from that class and being able to apply it without having to look at like my notes, which when I was in college we used less of the technology we have today. iPads came out when I was in college. Um, in fact, yeah, right when I started college, the iPad came out and it's like actually new. So that was actually really cool, but not everyone had one, and everything was still like paper and pencil and chalkboard. I kind of miss the chalkboard. I don't know. Do they still have chalkboards?
Some places they do. The first college that I started out at, did my first 2 years at, it was an older college, and so there were definitely chalkboards, which I didn't love because I mean the sound of like the chalkboard is not my favorite, but
Well, I mean, I get that. But also, I remember, like, you'd stay after class to try to write everything on the chalkboard down. Well, this was also before our phones were good quality photos. But taking a photo of the chalkboard was a real gamble back when you had, like, the older phone models. Because the pixels could make it so then you couldn't really read it. Or it looked like it would be all numbers. And it should be, like, letters.
At least now, so what happens now if like we have a professor that zooms through slides on a PowerPoint presentation, they're typically like, take a picture of this slide, that way you can write it down later.
Yeah. I just don't like... I don't know. It's so weird how technology has, like, conquered the educational system. Even with the AI stuff, people, like, use AI to, like, write papers and stuff, apparently. But there's all sorts of crap going on. Where it's, like... It was just a lot more fun when it was, like... You have to have a calculator, like an actual calculator. You can't use your phone, because you could potentially kind of go on the internet, and we don't want you to do that. So, calculators only. And it was like... Fine. Like, that's fine. It's great. But yeah, you could have a calculator, a number 2 pencil, and an eraser. Those are the only 3 things you could have out on your desk if you were taking a test back when I was in college.
Still that way.
You can't take out a phone?
No, you're supposed to have all phones put away, smartwatches are supposed to be taken off.
So you can't use your calculator on your phone?
No. Technically in most math classes you still have to have the calculator.
That's good. I didn't know that. But that's actually, that's how it should be. I mean,
I agree.
It makes sense. And our phones are just really more of a distraction than anything else. And memorizing things, like I remember memorizing a lot of different things that I can't even recollect today. But I used to be able to recollect them for years. Because I just, like, they were embedded into my... I'm sure there's a couple of things that I'd be able to, like, go off on that I just don't necessarily think about right now, but I think there's probably someone I could get in a conversation with that I'd be able to, like, recollect something that I studied time and time again.
That's me with a lot of... I'm taking some undergraduate law classes right now because that's what I plan on doing after my undergrad degree.
You're being a lawyer?
And yes.
What type of lawyer?
Family.
Is this, like, an inspiration?
Yeah. Yeah. And sort of a play to my strengths, I guess, academically.
Okay. And then, how old are you? What's junior?
21.
Okay. Alright. So you're having fun. You don't... necessarily. I'm just curious. Do you party? Is the college atmosphere what it used to be, or is it like not?
What type of question do you party?
Like, does like partying used to be a huge thing of college experiences? Even though I didn't necessarily do that because I was always at the library.
I mean, there will be like hangouts for sure, but like it's kind of hard if you get into like do what I did, transfer halfway through the college experience, and everybody's already got these friend groups. So
right.
Friend groups ruin everything because they're so cliquey. And then
yeah.
You try to be nice, and it's like, hey guys, and they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like,
Or like you try to meet up with like an old friend from when you were younger and you happen to be at the same school, and then you realize it's really cliquey in their dorm, and you're like not really involved, and they're like, it's probably best that you kind of that like, maybe we just meet up to like, have coffee every now and then, and it's like what like I'm just sitting on the couch. It's
like you're a completely different person than what I remember you as.
Yeah, and it's like, well, we're gonna play like beer pong, and it's like, and you don't play that, and it's like, yeah, I guess I'll see you later.
I will say though, is definitely rampant along like the Greek people, like the frats and the sororities, but most everybody is just there to really get their education.
That's good. That's how it should be. You got people coming in from all walks of life trying to figure out what to do with their lives in general, but education's important. What I don't understand is when people go to college and they don't really like have like an end plan. They just go for the degree and they're like,
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money. Like some people claim that they like have this grand plan, but then like things change and it's like, yeah, then I guess you didn't bring that into consideration when it's like, like when I say things change, I mean their aspirations in life changed. Where it's like, oh, I thought, but then like now I have 4 years of schooling for a degree that I'm not going to use in anything else. And then you're like, oh, well, that's crappy, but that'll be okay. You didn't have an end plan, but I didn't pay that much. Peaceful Kevin, that's good. That's good. So you don't have to worry about. I mean, some people get into crazy debt going to college, and it's not just like taking out loans and whatever. It depends on like how they went about doing it, because there's just a lot of systems that take advantage of people, and our education system isn't free. Even the free one isn't free. Nothing's free. You just like science, but chemistry was scary. So I did finish a biology BS. Bachelor's. Got it.
Science.
Yeah. And that's interesting. I do appreciate people coming in and being within the live stream experience, saying the questions and asking them with thoughts in mind. Anyone have any questions for Melody, Logan, or Pluto? Logan, do you go by Logan, or is that just your username?
No, that's my name. That is my government name.
That's awesome. Pluto is your real name Pluto, or?
Yeah, it is.
That's cool. That's cool.
No, my name's Maya.
Maya, you say? That's interesting.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
So we've got Maya, Logan, and Stephanie. What's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Really? That's too bad. That is too bad. Can we make one for you, or would you not want that?
Let's not and say we did.
All right, I like that mentality. I love saying that. Benjamin, what's your middle name? It's Benjamin James Magrdichian. I've said it a couple of different times. One of my usernames is that, but it's just too many words. I did originally have this account under the name Benjamin James Magrdichian. Just it's too many words, too many letters. It's too much.
I know a lot of Jameses.
You just, yeah, you asked for the new people. You already knew. Thanks, Joe. I do appreciate you coming in and making sure that the new viewers are being well informed. As it is a place and space, we take it for a place and space to have some fun. And when I say we, I mean maybe you. Jesus loves you too. Thanks for being here in the live stream experience and for saying it. What's the deal? Well, this deal is a guest night for you. If you want to join in and be part of it, you can ask me questions. You can ask Logan questions. You can ask Stephanie questions. You could laugh. You can laugh and ask Pluto questions. You can do whatever you want. Really, it's your phone or your tablet. You can keep scrolling. You can close this app and open up a new app. I don't know you. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you can do whatever you want. You can stay in this live stream, or you can find a different live stream to watch altogether. You can even write an email if you want to write an email instead. You don't necessarily have the ability to send it to me, but you could. You can even send me, a DM if you want to, which is basically like an email. I mean, it's electronic, so it is an email, kind of. But I am Benjamin, and you might be too. But if you're not, like these people that are in the room, the people that are behind me on the TV screen behind me, well, then you can have fun talking about all the other things that are going on. You can make a peanut butter sandwich. I'm proud of you. I didn't know that about you, but I do.
I could really go for that right now.
You could really go for that.
What with jelly? What with jelly?
Yeah,
Not
jelly's really good.
Because I'm gonna choke on it.
No,
like a Popeye's biscuit.
When it comes down to it, I used to be a big fan of the peanut butter and honey sandwiches, but as I've gotten older, the jelly's really grown on me, especially since there's all these different types of jelly, and there's only so many different types of honey. So, the honey selection kind of like runs out really fast with the different options. But then the jelly, there are so many different types of jelly. It is just baffling. Yes, strawberry is one of those jellies. Well said. Does anyone have a favorite jelly that they want to throw in there? You don't like honey? Oh, except for honey. Okay. Well, thanks for saying it, Peaceful Kevin. Does anybody have any favorite jellies that they want to mention in the chat or in the live stream as a guest?
Apricot jelly.
My grandma would love that you said that. She would.
So good.
Yeah, she would be very impressed with you.
That on a pork chop. My dad used to make those. He surprised me with that one day, and honestly, it's life-changing.
I can believe that. Jelly is one of those things that it's just like it ends up being really out of hand in the deliciousness spec. Wait, I look like an old friend? Well, thanks for letting me know. I'm not from Jersey, so I'm not that guy. But thanks for being in the live stream experience. Yes, it's nice to have you. If you're from Jersey, though, it's okay. We got people from Jersey here. Don't we? Right? Logan, where are you coming from again?
Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma. And then we have Oklahoma, Arkansas, and New Jersey, right?
Arkansas.
You're in Kansas?
No, I said Arkansas.
Where is Arkansas? You're not his parents? Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. You're in California? Thanks for mentioning it. I do see things going on the YouTube live chat, and I'm trying to keep it up to date on all of them. None of us know. You would know if one of us was from Jersey. I don't think I really would. I don't know how to detect people from Jersey.
You would know.
Would I really know, though?
Yeah, you would know.
How would I know that?
You of all people, I guess, would know at this point.
I do have a good, I guess, streak of knowing things.
Yeah, you would know. Damn.
I guess I would. I am actually looking to see if Kajal's online. Has anyone seen Kajal? She sent me a message earlier today. I thought she was going to come into the live stream experience as a guest. She has her own health issues going on these days. So much, if you are watching Kajal and you're just a silent watcher, you can always come in as a guest, but you don't have to. But I was checking to see if you were. We have someone saying Cavalier is from Jersey. Cavalier? Who is that, Melody, that you're mentioning?
Clavicular?
Who's Clavicular?
He's on Kick, the one that you won't go on. He's on there all day, and he's in Miami. Huh?
Kick is an evil platform.
Wait, why won't I go on Kick? That's crazy.
Of course it's Florida. It's always Florida man does something.
I do love the Florida man stuff. That is pretty funny.
He's always like, bro, Florida man is actually from Jersey. It's the craziest plot twist.
Yeah. But those Florida guys, I don't know what they're thinking, but I think it's the heat. It has to be something.
To Florida next month.
For the Florida guy stories?
I love Florida.
Now, if you were hit on by someone from Florida and, you were thinking about moving out there to be with that person, would it really be worth it to be with someone from Florida and live in Florida? Or do you feel like Florida is not the state that you'd want to reside in, even if you did have the ability to have it be true love?
Probably the latter option. And also, I just wouldn't fly anywhere for somebody if it's not like that serious,
Yeah, exactly. If it's not that deep, it's not that deep. I'm gonna stay in Jersey if it's not that deep.
Why would you stay in Jersey?
Because if it's not that deep, I'm gonna stay in Jersey.
It's a good point. So, do you think that you would want to stay even if you knew that your true love was in a different state?
Why can't you just split the time?
I guess you could. Do you guys actually hear that thing about how they're considering doing a universal time, so we all don't get confused as much anymore, and it's just a universal time code for everyone to be on the same time?
That's interesting.
Like, not having time zones anymore. Have you guys heard about this?
Yes, I have. I think it's kind of bogus. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a proposal, Peaceful Kevin. It's like a proposal from, I think, it would just affect America. So it wouldn't affect the entire world. It would just be for America, we're on one time frame, and no matter where you are in America, it is the same time.
No, that would be pandemonium for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like people would just freak the fuck out.
I mean, to be honest, we established the thing we have right now, and people freaked out. The reason it worked is because of trains. So the whole reason why time actually started to be really kept track of was because we need to keep the trains on schedule. That's why a lot of time jokes and references to time always tend to have train knowledge in it. I don't understand what we were doing before that, though.
Train! I love the train!
That would make no sense. The time zones are already not divided enough. See, Peaceful Kevin, that's, I think, part of it is because the thing that doesn't make sense about it is, the sun. But, mainly the sun. That's the part that I think doesn't make sense about it. But, you have your own thoughts. You can come in and say them if you want. But I think Melody actually might agree with you. Melody, do you agree with Peaceful Kevin, or what?
What's he saying?
You want me to read it out loud? He said, that would make no sense.
Yeah,
The time zones are already not divided enough. Before that, people ran on vibes. I'm sick of my throat. It's closed. LOL. I mean, that's... sorry. That's what he said. So, Stephanie, you want to give some feedback?
I don't know how that would work with remote working and everybody on schedule.
I think it would also cause problems, so I agree. I don't know how it would work either. But it would be cool to try to do it. Does that chat not show for people in voice? I do have water in this live stream that I want to bring attention to as well. Yeah, that's right, ice water. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it is my favorite drink. Is it your favorite drink? Ice water. Don't delay. Hydrate yourself today and get yourself a good glass of ice water and enjoy me and the others that are here. Does anyone have any questions? It does seem like someone's talking about how they ate salmon for dinner. Is that Logan? Logan, did you eat salmon?
Yes.
What did you put on it? Lemon pepper?
So I actually made a sushi bake, and there was salmon in it, and crab.
That does sound pretty good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I made enough to take take it to my sister because I go and sit with her whenever we have severe storm chances here. And I made kitchen sink cookies as well.
What is that?
Oh my god.
It's where you just put a lot of, it's basically whatever you have. So it's like salty and sweet. So I did some caramel bits and some chocolate chips and some pretzels.
That does sound actually really good.
You should try to make some.
Yeah, I think that that's something I could put on the list of things I end up doing in the live stream. That is a great idea. I think that this live stream experience is a success in its own, with me being here with you and you guys sharing with me some of the, fun spaces you can join in and be part of it. Click the plus sign if you want to join in. If you want to get to know the other people that are in the room, do be within it. You can talk to those that are... Actually, I don't... Pluto, you said you're married, or are you not married?
What?
You said you were married, right?
I didn't say that.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Wait, I said I was engaged.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got someone engaged, and then when it comes down to Stephanie and to Logan being in the room, they don't need to establish where their status is with anything. But I just have some follow-up questions for this princess. You did mention at the beginning of the live stream, so it actually wasn't your husband. It is your fiance. Did your fiance? You were saying a joke at the beginning where it's like you woke up with the fiance and you're like, how did this person get here? I'm curious, how did you meet your fiance?
I got stalked.
By your fiance?
Yeah, like.
It's romantic.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Oh my
but
God.
it's like stalked, like fairy tale stalked, or like love
like,
movie stalked.
About, like, you freak, like, you were watching me this whole time. I didn't even see you. Who are you? Like, you donate your brain to science because I need to. Like, what? I don't understand.
Like, you don't understand? They just showed up.
And the fact that I, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, I hear you. I mean, honestly, though, I get it. Stalker to fiance is a 2020 waiting to happen. I don't know. Stalker to fiance actually feels a little bit more old school lovey, like how it was in the 50s, I feel like. Real classic stuff there.
Scary.
I mean, yeah, but I think that it is to each their own. I, for one, am usually shut off by it, but others not so much. I do see Lauren's here. Lauren, feel free to come in as a guest. I do see you jumping in and being part of the live stream experience. It's nice to have new people come in and also some of the same faces drop in and be part of it. All of the people that are actually in it right now have been guests previously, and they are coming in and hanging out with me, and you're hanging out with me too. We've got Chris being like laughing and saying no. But also when it comes down to it, you might be saying laughing and yes. Why is the black shirt... Oh, thanks for saying it, Peaceful Kevin. I do appreciate you being in it. And it's not really, it's not really a breathable shirt. It's actually a jean material. It's a jean shirt. You just, it's black instead of like a blue or something like that. Pearl snap shirt. Oh, I hear you.
I don't think those are pearl snaps. I think they're just regular buttons. But it's like a buttoned shirt with pearl embossments on the outside, is what I meant by that.
And I do appreciate that. This is actually a lot of fun to wear this shirt, though. This shirt's a good shirt. And on a hot day, I actually wasn't wearing this shirt the whole day. I wasn't wearing a shirt today. I just wore my tank top. But I don't want to wear a tank top in the live stream because then I get all sorts of different things happening in here. I do like the attention, and I don't always like it when I just don't need to show that much skin. I just don't need to. But also, I could get flagged.
Yeah, don't have your shoulders out. Have some modesty.
Apparently, yeah. Feel about being a dwarf plant.
I haven't shown my face. Like, I'm not dressed appropriately right now.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you don't have to show your face. But, yeah, you gotta dress for the success, of course. But, I couldn't wear a vest today also because it was just too hot. And it was a lot more fun to just wear a tank top all day. Mm-hmm. Shoulders are for girlfriends? What does that mean? You need a cooking vest of some sorts? A cooking vest? A cooling vest?
Cooling vest.
I guess. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, vests aren't practical for hot weather. They just don't work. I mean, it's added material, but it oddly is very... It's very good with the whole, like, when it's cold to keep your body warm. I don't really understand it, but sometimes a vest works out just as good as wearing, like, a jacket. I think it's the trapping of heat. Something like that. Anyways, I need to get more water. Well, ice for my water. But I think that there's ice in the garage. We're going to find out in a second. If I have to go inside, I'll have to walk further away. But what I'm going to do right now is walk off to the side, and you'll be able to hear me. You won't be able to see me, but I'm still in the same room as you. That's right. Do engage with the others that are here, too. Does anyone have any questions for Logan, Said with Melody, or Princess Pluto? Because if you have questions for them, they could just start ranting about that question that you asked for them to clarify and kind of like... I mean, like, I've always wondered, so this is just like, has anyone taken the time to, like, actually give ice cream to something other than one of their human friends? Maybe, like, to a cat or a dog. Sedith Melody, did you used to feed your cat ice cream? Feel free to fill us in.
Yeah, did you?
Melody, did you used to?
It was like vanilla ice cream for some reason. Cause I think that's the only thing they can eat.
Ice cream?
No.
Yeah, full bag of ice. Anyways, so would you feed a cat ice cream or a dog ice cream? Pluto, what would you do?
Why was you asking to choose? I said both.
You gonna do both?
Cat, because their digestive systems can handle it a little bit better.
Well, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be like, it could be vegan ice cream.
I think
But
it's just the dairy.
so Logan says cat. I think Pluto said cat dog. We're here for a while longer, being the good have familiar things to be able to connect and kid. We're here for a while longer, being the good have familiar things to be able to connect and kid about. Like feeding ice cream to animals. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Hold on.
In the same vein of feeding animals, things that aren't their typical food, I mean, I pretty regularly, as my dog is getting up in age, they like recommend to float their water, or float their food with some water.
Is that healthy?
Slow them down. It slows them down and it kind of helps their digestion, I guess. If they just forget to drink water after they eat. And she loves it. I mean, I'll do it with some of the no sodium chicken broth, or like very low sodium bone broth, because salt causes a lot of health issues in dogs.
That makes sense.
She also likes floating in the pool. She loves a pool. I got her a little Dollar General pool to sit in.
Oh, that's so cute. Like, so they just sit there in the pool all day?
Yeah, I mean, well, I usually do like garden work outside. I moved into a house with a yard, so like I've been planting a lot of flowers and vegetables and stuff. And she's a dark-haired dog, so like she needs a way to cool off.
Oh yeah, I hear that. As a dark-haired person, I totally understand.
Yeah, I wear a lot of black, so it's like I sometimes when I'm working outside, honestly most of the time really, I'll wear dark clothes because if I get too hot, then I know it's time to take her inside.
Oh, that's a really good way to do that. That's thoughtful. That would also slow down their eating. What would slow down their eating? The water? Like putting water in their food? Or what is it that you're mentioning? Super Brand?
Chris, you're so right. With the sun being brutal on dark hair, I have the urge every summer to cut my hair short or just buzz it off if I'm sweating super hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there
Yeah.
too. It's
I
hard to
wanted to
deal
like
with it.
rip my hair out because of the heat. My hair just like holds it.
And I feel like it tortures. It's a torture. It feels torturing. I hate it when it
Yeah, but
happens.
it's good torture. It's torture that I can handle.
Wait, but you said you wanted to rip your hair out.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just get in the mood.
It's a love-hate relationship as far as women go with their hair.
Yeah, no, I feel it too. When I had long hair, I also felt the same way. But then I wanted to keep it because I was having fun with it. Really, what ended up happening was I started growing it out, and then there was this thing where it was like, oh, but if you get to 12 inches, you could donate it. And then I was like, well, I'm already at like 7, so I guess I'll do it. And then I stuck with it until I got to the ability to be able to donate it. That was, you know, just like part of the experience. But I grew out my hair twice in my life. Once when I was in middle school, up until the middle of high school, and then my drama teacher made me cut it for the role that I got. I auditioned for something, and she was like, "Yeah, you have to cut your hair if you want to play this role." I forgot what it was. I think I had to cut it because I was a basketball coach or something in this role of this like thing that was written by another one of my classmates, and I don't know why it was decided, but apparently couldn't have long hair, so I had to cut it off. It was a big change. It was a really big change.
Yeah, my hair right now is probably the longest that it's been in 8 years. And it is a struggle every day, I will say.
I remember when I cut my hair for the first time in high school, the girls, the way they responded in drama class was really flattering. Really means the YouTube, when this happens to the YouTube, it never goes past 400 or 500 viewers. Because I don't think that because it's even YouTube can't really share it. But we're here on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Uh, he did say he likes attention. Well, I mean, I, like anyone else, like to be seen, like to be appreciated, and like to be acknowledged. So, really, I do like attention, but I feel like everyone does. They just don't know the threshold of how much attention they want. Yeah, I mean, there are some people that will say they don't like attention and they want to be left alone, but I do see those people kind of like wanting to be involved in interactions. And then the whole like statement they made about not getting attention just doesn't make sense. But I do know that some people are just shy and other people don't know necessarily how to express themselves. But I've never met anybody who is like, no, I just want to be by myself and actually like them show that 100%. Because then they end up interacting with people or showing up online and being in places where they can interact with other people. And if they're still trying to play this whole I need to be by myself thing, it just seems like it's not tethered to the reality of how they're showing up. Like what they say about, people say things, but people show a lot more with what they're actually doing. Like you can say something or you can actually like show that that's actually what you want. And the people that do not want attention, I've met some of those people. They're really good at just not being in the room. They will be gone. You have to seek them. They don't show up. The people that don't want attention, those people are really good at not being in the room. They're not even talking right now. If you're in the live stream experience and you're not talking in the chat or coming in as a guest, then you definitely don't want attention. But if you're coming in the room and you're telling people you don't want attention, what's your motive on telling people you don't want attention? Do you want to talk about it? Because that's attention. Wouldn't you agree? Or would you say that that's not logical, Logan? What's your take on that?
Sorry, I was typing.
Oh, well, that's some good typing. That's some good typing. I want it that way. It does. Looks like Lori's agreeing with me. All I needed is one. Yes, all I needed is one person to tell me that they agree. Thanks, Lori. I do appreciate that. Even though she's my cousin, she's still agreeing with me because she feels it in her bones. Anyways, it's a Benjamin place in space, but it is also a place in space for people that aren't named Benjamin. Come into it and be in it. You're shy, but it can be nice conversing with people, especially people who you have things in common with. That's good, Lonely Wolf. Being shy is different than not seeking attention and people that want to be kind of like by themselves. Being shy does not mean that. But I do appreciate you being in it and being part of the conversation and showing up to be part of it. I see that we got a request. We're letting her in. Who is this? Is this... Ah, yes. You want to introduce yourself and, tell us what part of the country you're coming from again, Amira?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Amira. I'm from Texas. I live in Dallas, and I do photography and videography. Tomorrow, I'm going to Michigan for another wedding.
Oh!
Yeah. Last Friday was Arkansas. This Friday is Michigan. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, we have someone in Michigan as well. The Lonely Earth Girl was here earlier. She's in Michigan.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Man, if I had connected with her earlier, I would have.
It says...
known because, huh? Good.
I think it says she's here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. Lonely Earth Girl, are you in the room? Anyways, you want to tell us how you're doing, though? Well, how was the wedding you did last week?
Last week. How was the wedding last week? It was a separate wedding. It was part Arab and part Mexican.
That's interesting.
It was a private wedding, so it was separated, and unfortunately, I only could have taken the pictures like publicly for like the decor and stuff. See, as a photographer, sometimes we have to deal with the client's privacy if they want to have private privacy from social media. So So what I did was I took pictures. So the only thing I could take pictures of for social media is the decor, but the rest of the pictures still get to keep like privately. Sadly, but as a photographer, we have to obviously, take care of the client. But other than that, the trip to Arkansas, since I drove there, it was smooth. The weather was great, and yeah, we didn't have any issues, thankfully.
Well, that's good. When it comes to things being kind of private, though, it makes more sense than...
Yeah. There's been I did an American wedding. It was like it was an 8-hour wedding. And there was some private pictures, some public. I don't know. Maybe I drive a lot of clients that have to do with privacy a lot, which kind of sucks. But I also drive clients who are also, they allow me to post. It's just like, you kind of have to be accommodating, unfortunately. So, you kind of have to like communicate both ways.
I mean, I totally get that. I've been the photographer and the videographer for red carpet events, and there's also been some events that were also like New Year's Eve parties that celebrities would be at, that they'd be like throwing, that there'd be like rules. There'd be also times that I'd be a photographer at some place that would have people that were working in the government there, and there'd be like lots of rules that would be about like, areas that I couldn't take photos in either. So then there were places that they could go that they wouldn't necessarily feel like... There would be designated areas that, I guess I should be more forward about this. There would be designated areas for them to do things that were not legal. And that is like a guarantee safe zone for them, so they wouldn't need to feel like they were being photographed. And I would make sure me and the crew or whoever else was taking photographs or whoever was taking video go into those areas. And then there were some other events that it was just like they didn't care at all because they needed more publicity. The MTV red carpet events, they didn't care at all. They were like, take as many photos as you can, post whatever you want, and then also make sure to send absolutely everything to us. And then those were PR companies, though.
What are you talking about? We're talking about photography, videography, and the privacy and things like that, and what's allowed, because in this industry we deal with that a lot.
Yeah. It is important to be like being mindful on what you decide to do with the content you shoot. When it comes down to it, though, I think the less that's posted is usually better. We are over posting in society, and there are so many wedding photos always being posted every week. And everybody, and my cousin does a great job at doing wedding photography, and he posts all of his stuff, and it always looks great. But the thing is, it's like, it's just, everyone has their love stories being told, and I guess it's just like, I've seen so much of the content, I just want to see less things on the internet in general.
No, I agree, because like even for how do I say this? Like even though we also did videography for the wedding that we went to in Arkansas, even that is not going to be posted, but we still get to do the work, right? So it's like, it's actually a good thing, because at the end of the day, you want some of people's life story, like love stories, to be private, and that's a good thing, because if the more it's out there, the more people talk, and I think that's a better thing.
And you only need like a couple of photos posted, not
exactly,
not like 100, but there are some pretty great. I mean, when I go to a wedding, I like not having to do anything and not being on the crew. But I understand that some people really like to be like working at the weddings, but I don't want to work at another wedding ever again. I don't want to do them anymore.
Yeah, because the one in Michigan that I'm going to, it's going to be half and half. Like, I'll do the work in the beginning, but the rest of the wedding I'm going to, like, enjoy, because it's somebody's wedding that I know. So they, like, offered me to do photo and video for them, and then the other half of the wedding is, like, I'm going to just enjoy and have fun. So that's kind of a good thing about this trip, so, yeah.
You're an anthropologist? Wait, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to ask, what is your viewpoint on when, let's say, because I got selected to do somebody's concert who has like 1 million followers on social media, but he's like still getting himself out there, and he's from out of the country, but he's coming here to the U.S. for a tour, and he's a singer. I got selected to be part of their media team.
Really?
But the thing is, I had the text and everything. They selected me, but the thing is, they were offering me to still pay for the ticket, but not get paid for the shoots, because it was a 4-hour shoot.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Never, like, I couldn't. If they're trying to get someone to work for free, that means that they have a very bad budgeting issue, and if you can't pay talent to do what talent does, and I'm including photographers and people that work on crew to be a talent, they're not asking the people that work on the stage to take a pay cut. So they're going to be people that are going to be getting paid, and you're going to have to work in an environment where people are getting paid, and it's going to get to you, even if you think it's not going to get to you. It will affect you, even if you feel like it won't affect you. It won't affect you if you're 20 years old and it's your first job. It won't affect you if you're 19. If it's your first job and you're like trying to change your line of work, then that's a different story. If it's your first job, take it. But if it's not your first job and you've been doing this before and you bring quality with your work, just like anyone else who's going to be working on stage with him, the stage hands, and everybody else that's working to put on the shows with him, everyone else is actually getting paid. So you'll be working with people that are getting paid, and it's eventually you're going to feel it. You might not feel it at first. It might sound like a good idea, but as soon as you really start working hard and you're by other people that are getting a paycheck and you start to really think about it, it will affect you. And I feel like it's something I didn't even think would happen to me. At one point in my life, I was always like, oh, why wouldn't I just do it anyways? But eventually there were some jobs that I took for exposure and realized I'm too old for this now. I don't need this exposure, and I'm being asked to do way too much.
Yeah, because I realized that too. Because I'm in my 30s as well, like early 30s, and I'm like realizing the same thing. Like as I'm getting older, I start to get tired at the end of the day now. Instead of like in the, I'm like I used to have so much energy, but sometimes at night it's like I feel too tired, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what ends up happening if you're getting paid? Your energy actually stays leveled. If you know you're getting paid, the weirdest thing about us getting older is that money tends to be a great motivator for you to keep yourself like with it and to just get the like to get the second wind and be like, okay, you really got to like, you know, when you're working somewhere and you're starting to get tired, but you're like, but I'm getting this much, and I want to make sure to get the job again, and I want to make sure to come back. So you get like that second wind, like let's keep showing them because I like being here. I want to show them I like being here. I got something to offer, and that's just an art. That's like an artistic mentality too. Like you're gonna want to also show your artistry, like a photographer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's art. Thanks for the heart, me.
I mean,
Thanks for the gifts.
I know exactly. Because I even photographed a UFC fighter one time, and he was very well known. I mean, but then now it's like, you know, I want to do like musicians and artists and things like that, but it's the pay and doing free work for 4 hours is hard.
I mean, to be honest, most of the reason why I even stopped working with musicians too is because the pay isn't very good with musicians. Unless they're really fully established, if they're like indie bands and whatever, it's gonna be a lot like I hate to say it, but there were some jobs I had that it was hard for me when I realized that they were paying other people to do things for them, but not me. So like I was like, so my video work and the photography work isn't worth compensation, but you getting that taken care of is worth compensation. And I'd like see how they'd spend their money, and I'd be like, okay, well, I mean, like clearly everyone can take a photo now with their phones, so
yeah, exactly.
it's not how it was in 2010, where people were really desperate to make sure to hire good photography and videographers because you couldn't even most people couldn't even upload something to YouTube. They couldn't figure out how to do it. So I used to make money from helping people, you know, upload to YouTube. Like they'd have like videos on their computer and be like, I just need help to get it on here. And like, well, you have it on the wrong codecs, so we're gonna need to go back, and we're gonna need to put it into a codex that it can actually go in, and it's gonna get compressed again. So let's not compress it too much beforehand. And you know, like that type of stuff used to be like, wow, you know so much, and it's like now everyone knows that. Like it's like not the same thing as it used to be. But it was a lot of fun when it was, oh, I'll send you the photos when I can get around to edit it. It was a lot more fun when there used to be like this whole like, I gotta get, you know, you gotta give me some time to go, because like you could charge more. There was more of a feeling of just like, this really needs to happen this way. Someone's sleepy. Pluto, you want to talk about it? Oh, Pluto left us.
Yeah, he did. They did.
Oh, Pluto, have a good night. Thanks for being here.
Sleep well.
Yeah, get yourself a good night's rest.
Maybe our conversation made him sleepy.
Well, it's I think she's in the time zone that's 3 hours ahead. I think it's 3:07 for them.
You could choose the text you wanted from the photographer too. Yeah, exactly. For me, I usually would do packages. I actually do. So how I now charge is how long they need me and what type of service and the location. Because like where I live in Dallas, Texas is huge and it takes time to get to the location. So normally I charge a reasonable around videos or grad photos. So honestly, like when it comes to
your paper, I believe you were writing a paper. Logan, get a good night's rest. Everyone say good night to Logan. Logan was in as a guest for quite a while, and we did have some fun chit-chatting. We have Amira and Said with Melody still in the live stream experience. It is finished and submitted. Oh, good. Yay. It's nice to be here with that happening. It's been a great night so far. It is also 12 o'clock for me, which means we're going to start wrapping up the live stream in a moment, but it's still here for a little longer. Ask the questions. Be here with me, Amir, and Stephanie for a little longer. I don't know where you're coming from in life, guys, but you can be part of it if you want to be part of it. Just by interacting in the chat, talking to other people that are here. I just see someone says facts. I bet you're chiming in on the fact that things have changed from how it used to be with camera operating and whatnot. I mean, people used to really shop around for good photographers and videographers, and they didn't like things being done on the DSLRs as much as you'd think. The DSLRs came in and left pretty fast because our phones ended up outperforming themselves. When the phones got to the quality that you can see right now, this is from phones. Whereas this is not how this used to be. This used to be like you needed to get a clunky camera that was shooting in not 4K, but looked beautiful still. Still looked beautiful. There was, oh man, it was so much fun. And, you know, it would weigh so much.
I think the oldest camera that I had was like a Nikon, but I'm trying to remember the model, but it was very, very old. But it still worked pretty well. But nowadays, like, the quality has changed tremendously. And recently I invested myself in a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and everybody's like, now I need to invest in something like that because my video quality can be better. I was like, then again, not everybody has an iPhone, so, you know.
Also, honestly, though,
good too.
The video quality that we have of today is just so ridiculous. And then with the AI being the way it is now, if you film with it being out of quality, if you still have the if you have the footage and you want to upscale it now, it's more feasible than it was like 10 years ago. And it can be upscaled in a way that is, you know, with the AI technology, the way the AI technology is, it can create something from basically nothing. But also it can now enhance previous videos to a degree that is amazing. Can people take photos with AI glasses?
Yes, I think so. I believe so. I'm not sure.
We had a conversation about that where M was the one that was doing it. She shared with me some of the videos that she took on her smart glasses, and I will say that those videos, like, really, if we keep going in this direction, there's gonna be live streams that people are just wearing those glasses walking around, and I'm sure that's already kind of started, but it's gonna get even weirder, and there'll be more rules to live streaming, I think, in the future, because people are gonna get tired of it.
Actually, I got a message from TikTok that, like, some of the public business accounts are going to be private, I guess, because that they have to verify their business account. And I was like, what? Like, for example, like, my business account, my photography account is not in the system in the IRS because it's not making enough profit just yet in 1 year, sadly. But it's still growing because it's been 3 years. But TikTok just mentioned and said if you don't have it verified by the IRS by May, they're gonna like change the privacy settings, and I was like, what? That's crazy.
Like the privacy settings of the videos that you have that you can, like.
Yeah, like everything public, they're gonna change it, like the settings and everything. Like I don't know, it's kind of weird. I saw someone.
Yeah, I do think.
Oh wow.
That's going to be happening more, but I think the theme parks are going to have to start. I think the theme parks are going to have to start restricting live streaming pretty soon.
Probably.
And it's going to be weird when it happens, and there'll be like an uproar about it. But it needs to happen because also it doesn't really make sense. Like, I do see people are mad about the Disney streams. People are pissed about the Disney streams. But also people keep watching them. It's like part of the problem is people are just like diving into it. Ori, did you ask to be a guest again? Because I let you back in the room.
Hi.
Hey, okay, so you did ask to be a guest. You came in for the tail end of things. You doing good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you think that Disney's not going to let people live stream soon?
It wouldn't surprise me because a lot of people are complaining about that.
I mean, some people just kind of stand in the walkway and are clearly just like talking to a camera and they must be in the way.
Yeah.
There's like no way that they're not in the way.
And then, but on the reverse, flip side of that is, I've seen the live streams on TikTok, and there's a ton of people in that room watching.
Yeah, because some people can't afford to go. So,
Oh, is that why?
well, some people just like can't go, and that's the thing, is that like Disney views it as free promotion and free advertising. So then people do like eventually save up to go because they keep watching and wanting to go. But I don't know, where's the line on what should be done with the
You Californians are so spoiled.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's funny.
I think that like
25 minutes from Disneyland and 20 minutes from Knott's, so yeah, I'm spoiled.
Yeah, and I'm 35 minutes away from Disneyland without traffic, and 30 minutes away from Knott's without traffic, and I am 20 minutes away from Universal Studios without traffic. So I've got 3 theme parks. Laura, you also have Universal Studios 40 minutes away from you.
Yes.
Yeah. But like that, and then we also have Six Flags Magic Mountain. And a little place called Hurricane Harbor. Yes, it's a little place right next to the Six Flags. And that's actually a really fun one. I really love Hurricane Harbor. Is Hurricane Harbor included with the pass for Knott's Berry Farm? Or no?
From what I understand, yes. As long as you have the gold and above.
Okay, because I think I like Hurricane Harbor better than Soak City.
Really?
Hurricane Harbor has the sand pit. Which is,
see, I've never been to Hurricane Harbor.
It's basically just a beach. It just feels like you're at the beach.
Oh, that's kind of like Raging Waters. They have that section where
Yeah.
it's like sand.
It's the same thing too. It's just closer. Raging Waters is so much fun. Yeah. Although I haven't been there since I was like 20.
Apparently in Texas, they're building a Universal Kids Resort, which is coming up, I think, in the summer in Texas. So that's going to be interesting. Apparently, it was taking so long to being built in Texas because of how much, usually we get like bipolar weather. So they've been kind of like on pause with some of that because due to the weather. So now, thankfully, they're finishing it up. Oh, it's good.
Chris is talking about the real and fake beach near me. Yeah, no, there's a really big deal about the real beach is a little more dangerous because of, the things that are in the water. But the fake beach, so much safer. There just tends to sometimes be like, poop every now and then because it happens. Kids, right? Anyways, the live stream experience is a place and space for us to engage and interact. Do feel free to ask questions. We're kind of talking about the last couple of things tonight. Lori, was there anything you saw in the chat or potentially heard in the conversation today in guest night that you were like, oh, I want to chime in about that. I want to mention something about it. Anything that's on your mind?
Yes, actually, the whole kind of goes with the whole life. Are no longer allowed to have their phone out in the mazes.
Yeah, I understand that. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
I did that so if you watched my live stream when I did the Universal Studios Horror Nights, I kept live streaming only when I was going through a haunted house, and then I'd stop the live stream like after. Because, I didn't want to be told that I couldn't do it too. But it was also fun to document it. But then each time I did it, I thought to myself, does this make any sense? Because, they make their money from people walking through these things. So I don't think that was also... Great America, that's in Santa Clara. Great America, that's in Santa Clara. I don't think I've been there, but I do appreciate you mentioning it, the Lone Wolf. But when it comes down to us being in the live stream experience, hanging out with each other, it's here for you. If you're here for it, feel free to ask the last couple of questions. We're going to end the live stream within this hour. We got Lori here, Amira, and Stephanie. Stephanie's probably still playing Minecraft because that girl's trying to keep her brain occupied with multiple things at the same time. But if you have a question for her, like what she's doing on Minecraft, I'm sure she'll answer. But besides that, I don't... Is anyone else multitasking?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just relaxing, honestly. I'm just listening to the conversations.
That's good. That's how it should be. Relax and enjoy it for what it is. It is nice to see people come in from all walks of life, and we have one amusement park they're building in Arizona. Mattel's making amusement, like that's a toy company, but I think they'd make a good amusement park. Legoland was a really big deal here, also. Oh yeah, Legoland's not that far away. What is that? 2 hours? 3? Something like that. Yeah. Lori, would you ever get a pass to SeaWorld?
Yeah, I would do that. I'm just kind of spoiled. My friend from the Moms Club has a pass, and she always just lets me use her free tickets. But
Oh, that's cool.
I do enjoy SeaWorld.
I do too. It's cruel to some degree, but it's the nostalgia of it that also gets me. I'm a sucker for the 90s, and we were really into SeaWorld. I remember the SeaWorld trips. That was our last real big family vacation.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
If you guys ever do family vacations with your extended family, well, we used to. The thing was, it used to be like we'd all kind of find something. I forgot like how it would end up happening, but it was always really fun because we'd have fun breakfasts, and I don't know how anyone afforded the dinners because that must have been like we need to split the check between a lot of different people because there would be like 20 something of us sitting at the table. The SeaWorld one's the only one that the triplets ever went on with us. They never got another one after that. Which
That's true.
I felt bad for them because I was like, oh, that sucks because like you guys were like you guys kind of like lost the ability to do the. There was a lot of good ones. I think the best one was the big red boat one, the Disney cruise one. When we were, that was the best one.
That was.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
And that was at my like peak. I'm adorable. I do no wrong phase. 4 years old was really good for me. I mean, I only cried about my ice cream and sprinkles. If it like spilled or something, I wasn't gonna cry about a lot more about it. Or if I wasn't gonna get ice cream, I'd cry about that too. But besides that, I didn't really care about anything. I was okay with being quiet as long as something was given to me. I was hyperactive still, but I listened to my ma. I listened to her, and my aunt was there too, Lori's ma. And it was fun to do the big red boat thing because we also went, not just we went to Disney World on that trip too.
Yes.
And we also did the Space Center because I remember getting gifts from the Space Center. I do not remember anything else except for being in the gift store and picking the toy I got. That's the only thing I remember about the Space Center. But I know we went to the Space Center.
What toy was it? What did you get?
I got a spaceship. One made out of metal.
That checks out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had like all the bells and whistles. It came with a bunch of pieces. I wasn't allowed to open it up until we got home from the trip. So it went into the back. Like I remember that was when we used to have like my mom used to buy luggage for us to put all of our like things that we bought throughout the trip into that one suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah, and it would be like between all of us, and we'd all be like whatever like clothes or whatever you got would be put in that suitcase, and you wouldn't be able to like touch it until we got home because it was like a souvenir, which was always really great. But Disney World, I loved going to Disney World. I thought that was great, and I cared more about meeting the characters at that point in time. That's the mentality that kids have. When you go to Disneyland, it's like our Disney World. It's not necessarily about the rides as much as it is about meeting Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and then going and hanging out with that guy with the crazy hat. What's his name again? The Mad Hatter. And and then you go and you walk around and you run into Peter Pan for some reason, even though he shouldn't be there. He should be in Neverland. And you're like, why are you here? And it's like
that's so true.
Yeah, and you're thinking of the storylines of their characters and be like, but why are you here? Alice makes sense. Alice actually she just fell in the rabbit hole one day, and that was an adventure she went on. But she's just a normal girl walking around. But Jasmine also, like, why was she there? I don't know. But I used to ask them why they were there or what brought them there. I do miss that type of mentality where it was like you just kind of bought into whatever you were being told. What's it called? He was kind of ignorant in some ways. I don't know. It was just fun. Doing too much, I guess. Yeah, what are they doing? SeaWorld was less stimulating than Disney. Oh, you know what was nice about SeaWorld? Their one roller coaster. I think it's called Atlantis. And it's just a very simple ride. You just go on a boat and it goes up a chain link thing and you drop. And that's it. It's pretty good.
I heard that they're gonna stop doing fireworks. They're gonna switch to
Drone shows?
Drone shows.
At SeaWorld, not Disneyland, right?
At SeaWorld, yeah.
That's good. They need to start saving some money. I think that their business model isn't quite working for them anymore. Here comes the kid with questions. Oh, yeah, Chris is right here. I had so many questions. I remember meeting Aladdin, too, in Disneyland and asking him a whole bunch of questions. But that was Disneyland. That wasn't Disney World. I also remember, like, we got to talk to Lumiere, or the candle from...
Yes, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, there's, like, pictures with us with the Beauty and the Beast characters. Which, yeah, that was good times. Your favorite ride was the Spider-Man one at... Okay. In 2004? I don't think I ever went on that. You know what I want to do, though? I think it'd be fun to do a family trip to Florida again. But to one of, like... But to, like, Universal Studios and do, like, that Epic Universe thing. But everything's so expensive now. It doesn't make any sense. But it would be so much fun to do something like that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, but it's like... I don't know. Maybe it's just as expensive as it always was. No, it feels like it's more expensive than it used to be. You know?
Yeah.
You need to see Dracula and Invisible Man? Yes, you do. Yeah, you do need to see Dracula and Invisible Man. I'm not sure which versions of those movies you want to watch. The originals from the 1930s or like the newer age ones? Because they definitely have them from the 1930s. Definitely. Oh, Epic Universe characters.
One cool thing that they are having this year is the drone show for Harry Potter. And I'm not sure if it's going to be, is it going to be sometime in July? They're having like a drone show, which they normally don't have in Texas. And I think when I went for New Year's, I saw it online. It was, we have like this rotating tower that is like a restaurant. And it's obviously going to distract from the drone noise, hopefully.
Oh, right, because they will make a lot of noise.
Yeah, so I think they're going to have live music to kind of overcome that loud noise. And, yeah.
I saw that they're doing a Harry Potter drone show at Dodger Stadium. Is that the one you're referring to?
There is one in Dallas, which is going to be in Grand Prairie. They're having that in July. But yeah, there's another one. Yeah, they're having many of them. Yeah, they're having many many places.
They're starting to catch on because, like, I feel like the likelihood that we do transition from the combustible fireworks of yesteryear to something that's a little more feasible with it not necessarily also adding to the air gunpowder.
I think the reason, which I also noticed that too, because when COVID happened, they stopped doing fireworks for 4th of July, which was very saddening. And apparently what happened was because Texas has a lot of dry grass, apparently it was causing a lot of fire. So apparently now they're just doing drones instead. So I was like, I kind of missed the fireworks, to be honest.
Yeah, that kind of makes me sad. I love the drone shows. I've been to one, but it's not the same as fireworks.
Yeah, I think that it's mainly the smells, too. You don't get the smells and the feelings. You also don't feel the vibrations. When something blows up in the sky in front of you, you can feel it. You can you can feel it. When something lights up in the sky in front of you, you can't really feel that. You can see it though, but you can't feel it. But you can definitely feel it when there's like, you know, it's just like it just felt and smelt. So you can smell it and you can feel it, whereas you can't feel it or smell it, but you can see it if it's a drone show. It's a little confusing, but I guess I get it. It's the changing of times. Drone shows are definitely going to replace a lot of traditional fireworks shows. But
agreed.
I remember like when I was in high school, there were people that were like really just trying to get a fireworks show for homecoming, and it was like the most important thing. And I would say I was also on board with saying it was one of the most important things. And it's weird how like it really fireworks shows can really bring people together. And like you really want to sit around and just look up at the sky for a little while. It's strange.
Yeah, I miss all that. Yeah, fireworks scare me a bit after seeing TV.
I do.
Really? Huh.
Really?
That's what Peaceful Kevin's saying. Apparently it scares him after seeing mini TikTok. I didn't know it. Why? What happens?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Oh, you mean like you watched fireworks going the wrong way? Where things went wrong? Yeah, I mean, technically, there's something that goes wrong with all types of technology and all types of things, and fireworks are combustible explosions. So, like, that's, it's like it's like I don't want to say the word because I don't know if I can, but, it's the internet, so I'm just trying to make sure not to get flagged because we're trying to stay here in these places and spaces while being observed by bots, programs, and algorithms, which I do appreciate, but they are analyzing the live stream and also trying to decide if it's appropriate or not, or if I need to get flagged or anything, and I do want to make the place of space a PG place and space that has me following the rules to the best of my ability, but I don't always know exactly how to stay within the perimeters of what the app's even asking me to do. But the stuff that's on TikTok, I do think that there are a good amount of videos that show like the bad side of things that I do think it's actually good for people to see it, so then they themselves don't do those things. But when it comes to safety with fireworks, oh man, there aren't enough videos showing people like doing it wrong. You got to do it right.
Yeah.
If you do it wrong, you could really.
Oh, how was Arkansas? Oh, it was. But Little Rock was nice though to see something different. I did like the environment there. The people were nice. Because I stopped by, like, I was at a hotel called Hampton's Inn, and next to it was Panera and Starbucks and stuff. So I enjoyed the people there. The environment was just very friendly. So that's what I liked.
Hey, Dangerous Pumpkin, nice to have you back in the room. We're talking with Amir instead with Melody and Lori, and we're talking about Little Rock, Arkansas. Just a little bit, but not a lot, because we don't have a lot to say about Little Rock, Arkansas.
I live near Walmart corporate headquarters, so it's in Northwest, and so Walmart like funds a lot here. So there's a lot of people that moved here. It's pretty much people just say like it's the best part of Arkansas, but it's still like, yeah.
Wait, so this is the part of Arkansas that's basically controlled by Walmart?
Like, Texas, go to the U of A because they get like the tuition is like the same or something.
Yeah, apparently I heard that Arkansas University and all these like places there is much better than being in Texas, because I'm going to be honest with you, the Texas universities are so expensive, so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and apparently one of them is right now not doing well financially, so, and that's a school like I actually graduated from, and I'm like, yeah, so I'm gonna look somewhere else for my master's maybe.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Yeah, yikes. Awkward. Anyways.
It is awkward.
Yeah. It is a place in space, guys. Do ask the last questions. We'll be wrapping it up in a couple minutes, but we're still here with each other right now, talking it up and making sure to create the place to be a space. Lori, when it comes to you having your day, how was your day today? Did you have a good day?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yesterday was super fun. It was Eddie's 50th birthday, so
Oh.
we went
birthday.
to medieval times. Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday, Eddie. Yeah, tell him I said happy birthday. Is he up? He's up, isn't he?
No, he's passed out. Yeah.
Good for him. He needs his
Everyone
beauty
else
sleep.
is asleep. I'm the only one awake.
When it comes down to medieval times, did you win? Were you on the winning team?
No, unfortunately, we had the red knight and we did not win.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Who won? Which one? Was it the green knight?
It was the white and black knight.
No way! Huh. Huh. Last time I went, I was on the winning team, and it's a whole nother feeling. A whole nother feeling when you're on the winning team. Yeah. It doesn't happen every time. But when it does happen, you feel pride. You feel pride, and it feels good, and you get to walk out telling other people that they were on the wrong side. Thanks for saying I look handsome tonight. I do appreciate that, Dangerous Pumpkin. They have good chicken. They definitely do. I like eating with my hands at medieval times. They'll give you utensils if you ask, but you don't have to.
Their tomato bisque soup was delicious.
Oh, they give you a spoon for that.
Oh, I didn't use a spoon. It was like the bowl. You lift it up and just drink out of it.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's always way more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the last time we went, it was the day before they went on strike. So we went the day before they went on strike, which was so funny because it was just like one of those moments where it was like, oh, well, I guess we really made it in right before like the day that everyone else had to like have their tickets refunded and everyone just had to go home, because that is what ended up happening. There was some sort of pay dispute.
I didn't know that happened. When was this?
It was right after COVID. We still had to wear masks until the food was. How our society was not able to actually make. How our society was not able to actually make and hold good like decision making plans. Like we did not make some good plans. We just failed at making good plans. It just didn't work out. Yeah, driving around with a cup of margarita in the cup holder and it was legal. Chris, yeah, that was actually an interesting time. As long as it had a lid, right? Yeah. They just put a little sticker on the lid, yeah, that could probably get peeled off. Utensils, they'll put you in the dungeon. Oh, that's funny that they do that, Dangerous Pumpkin. I do hope everyone's enjoyed guest night. Once again, this is a great time to ask the last questions. If anyone wants to ask Set with Melody any questions about Minecraft, now's the time. Melody, do you have any questions you want to answer about Minecraft? What?
When are you going to play Minecraft?
I haven't played Minecraft since the last century. Do you really want me to play Minecraft?
Yeah, it'd be cute.
You want me to do a Minecraft live stream?
Minecraft.
If I do it, I'll wear suspenders and get oversized glasses, and then I'll like make it a show and act like I do it every day. But then you need to come into the live stream and you need to tell people that I do this every day. If I do it.
Huh?
If I do it, you have to come into the live stream and act like it's a Minecraft live stream that I do every single day.
Sell stickers of you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, do that.
And I'll put her on my car or something to support you.
Yeah, please do. Look at that. Melody's here to support the live stream. And does anyone have any last questions for the photographer of the live stream, Amira? Anything related to photography or anything? Do you want to know if she uses Lightroom? I bet you she does.
I do use Lightroom. I do use Photoshop. I started using AI to, like, for example, like if I take a picture of somebody and there's like a background, somebody walking across, or if something doesn't look good in the photo, I will actually use AI to take it off. So
what's so weird to me is that like 10 years ago we were taking people out of photos and it just was like you just had to know how to do it and you didn't have an AI do it, and now everyone's doing it, and it's like, well.
But it's so easier. It's so much easier though, and it takes less time to do my photography editing now. Like literally, it's what.
Oh yeah.
And Karen's asking what is photography. That's a good question.
No, Peaceful Kevin's trolling you. He knows what photography is. He's our age.
I can tell.
Yeah. He's a moderator. He knows better. No, it's fine. But
he likes to joke around, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting when it comes down to how things have changed. Also with video editing, are like, you know, even this stuff where I'm using the microphones from the actual devices that I'm filming myself on, and it's just like weird to me. Everything's internal. Where everything used to be separated. You used to have all these files that you needed to keep track of. You had to make sure to get the data from everything and put together in one place, and you'd have the offline files and the online files, and now it's like none of that crap matters anymore.
Kind of annoying. Exactly. I think Kevin is asking, what does it mean to me?
Yeah, what does it mean to you?
Capturing. For me, it means capturing the special moments of someone's life. For example, if they want to capture their birthday, they want to capture their wedding, their moments, and if I know like the memory in the brain sticks better. Photos also is like a visual thing for some people, because some people can be visual, some people can be what's the other one? A visual learner and another learner. There's two, I believe.
Auditory and visual.
Auditory, yeah, and visual.
Yeah.
So, I think some people a 3-day event. So, it's going to be very interesting.
It sounds like it. I mean, the weddings that are like a couple of days are the ones that are usually the most fun to even go to. Like,
right.
It just, because you kind of get familiar, you can get to know people a little bit better, and it's not so quick. It's more of like a long burn, which is nice. Photos are great. Thanks for saying it, Lone Wolf. Exercise. I hear you over there on YouTube, and I do appreciate you coming in and being part of it. Well, now it's that time, guys, where I'm saying, well, Lori, actually, you're last on this one. Is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? That you want to contribute to it? Do you want to tell anyone anything that's going on with you, or anything you want to put into it?
I was going to actually ask you if you remember the Museum of Torture at Medieval Times. Because they no longer have it.
I don't.
Yeah, there was a little, you could pay like extra $10 to go see it or something. But they no longer have it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was like a maintenance thing, or maybe they just ripped it out. They have one at the Renaissance. Oh, yeah, the Renaissance Festival. If you guys are living in the Los Angeles County area, if you go over to the City of Industry, I believe that that's where it is right now. There is a Renaissance Fair going until mid-May. And I do recommend people go. It's usually a lot of fun. I usually end up going once.
Gosh, I need to go.
Yeah, it's not that bad when it comes to it being an expense. But what is a problem is the parking. Show up early, it's easier to park, and it's easier to get in and out. If you end up showing up later in the day, you just park really far away from the entrance, and it turns into like a real walk. And it's not necessarily like they don't have enough parking. They actually do have enough parking. The parking lot just gets really big, and you just have to park really far away. It's part of the, I believe, Santa Fe Dam area. It's a recreational park. So there's a lot of land that's like dedicated to the experience. But yeah, it is happening until May. I do recommend people go check it out. The Renaissance Fair is always a good time. And if you can dress up, dress up. I can be a pirate, so maybe I'll be a pirate when I go this year. I don't have a good other costume. It's either you're a pirate or you could be a wizard. You know, it's a medieval fair. It's a Renaissance fair. So you want to do something that's like not necessarily modern times. I mean, you could go dressed as an astronaut, which I really hope Lori does. But if you do, understand it's not the right time frame. You're going back in time to the, you know, the good old days of not showering and using leeches for medical reasons.
Bloodletting.
Yeah, and also a ton of other weird things that used to happen. But for the most part, the Black Plague was around then. You get hit on a lot at them too. Oh, Chris is right. It's actually a great place to meet people, But I would say don't date anyone there. You know, it's like a fling thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Also, you know, you might be getting mugged. There's some pretty creative people there. Yeah. He's being full-time paranormal investigator. Oh, yes. Do not. Huh. It is all. That's interesting. You just said dirt and dust. It is all dirt and dust. It's just super dusty and there's dirt everywhere. But that's part of the fun, the grittiness. And then, you know, you get like a couple of friends, and there's always that one friend that drinks too much, and you have to kind of like walk with them back to the car. And then you realize you have to drive their car. So, like, it happens, right, guys? Anyways, the live stream experience is now coming to baby spaces due to how you decide to interact and engage. We're waiting to see if the live stream experience can end up reconnecting to the YouTube experience, which it has for the most part, or it looks like it has. I really don't actually know. I just have to kind of guess. I mean, I can see it kind of, but there's always a delay, and I don't know if it starts to loop again. But I don't see the counter counting, but I do see my hands moving and my face moving. But hey, you know what? That's just me. I could have it wrong. Anyways, the live stream experience has us all engaging and interacting with great moderators being in the room, viewers coming back on a daily basis, people respecting each other, and also showing up outside of the live stream experience on the Discord server. Join the Discord server if you want to continue to talk to me and the other people that are here outside of the live stream experiences. Just be mindful on how you decide to show up and bring that etiquette to it with the thoughtfulness of just like regular interactions, like be polite to people and stuff, but read through the rules. If you do want to take advantage of the experience, read through the rules on the Discord server and do show up appropriately, keeping it a PG-13 environment. If you're under 18, you're a minor. Don't join my Discord server. I'm 36. Do you really want to talk to a 36-year-old? Your parents might not be cool with that, so don't necessarily do it. It also might make me feel uncomfortable. Wait, correction, it'll make me feel uncomfortable. Unless I know you and you're like a family friend or something like that. But even if you are under 18, you should just enjoy talking to your peers. But in this place, it be a space due to the fact that I can show up with the energy I have, and my moderators can show up to help me create the place and space. Along with these great viewers that joined in as guests. That's right, Lori, Amira, and Said with Melody have all joined in and been part of it, so I'd love for you guys to give them a shout out in the chat, tell them they did a great job. They'll get in a moment to say goodbye to everyone in a second, but first I want to say thank you to all my moderators that also have accounts for you to follow. They can also be loved and appreciated by you maybe checking out their videos and their live streams. I've said it every single live stream experience that I've done since the beginning, and I do like to thank my moderators for being here in this place and space and telling you to also follow them back, maybe even, you know, support their experiences online with the, you know, endless capabilities of them either creating content or live streaming themselves. So do be mindful on what they're creating and maybe showing up and supporting them while also potentially being nice to them in my chat. Thanks for being nice to them, Lori, and saying thanks to the mods. I do appreciate it when people say thank you to them. As I'm saying thank you to them, I wouldn't know where this live stream would be without them because they've given me so much fun support. Even the moderators that aren't moderators anymore deserve a shout out too. I do appreciate the moderators that have come and gone and the moderators that are here right now, like Mikey Milwaukee, also known as Cool with a K. That's right, Cool with a K. That's Kewl. And Joe and Javier and Bobo Gizmo that goes by the name Brandon, and Space Cheese that also goes by the name That's a Good Cheese. And we also have Cake and that peaceful Kevin of ours, and Juliet and Jamie Lynn and Miranda Rosanna. Sorry, I like said it wrong right there. But then again, is that even how you're supposed to say your name? I say it that way. But we also have ourselves a Mimi Kiki, who wasn't in the live stream tonight, but I did appreciate Mimi Kiki jumping in previous nights and doing what she could, along with Iris McGrath, who hasn't jumped in a while, but we have seen her time and time again, also known as the Black and Tan person of the live stream experience. She is Black and Tan, but that's actually her username. It's not me necessarily just pinpointing her skin and whatever. The live stream experience also has Just Kay here in the live stream as well with her Katie Christie appearance. It gets confusing at times, but her real name's Katie, but she goes by just K, and sometimes she ends up being not K here. It's confusing, but once you get to know her, you understand. We also have others to mention as well, like Lauren and Lily and Noah and Jam. Yes, Jam. Jam's the one that wrote them rules on the Discord server, so do give Jam a special shout out on the Discord server. And we also have others to mention, like Lizzie Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fan of Faux Abby, and we've got ourselves a watermelon known as Jennifer, and a Foxy Citalita known as Kajol. Yes, those are the mods that have been jumping into the conversation time and time again, and I really do appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. We saw Kajol for like a second tonight, but she didn't come into the live stream. But I do hope she's... Can people be dusty? That's a really good question. I'm not sure. But I don't think that Rick thinks that they can. They think that that's a lie. I don't really understand what that statement means, but I get it. It's here in these places and spaces with people coming in from all walks of life. I'm going to give my guests a moment to say goodbye to everyone in just a second. But if you're not a follower, be one, and do look at me in other places of the internet, like on Instagram, on that Discord server I was saying, and potentially even here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. Follow in these places. Look at the links provided below in my contents, or not my contents, in my contents below in the profiles I have, but read the profiles, follow the links, and find yourself in places and spaces that I post content in. Now that makes more sense. Anyways, thanks for being in it, and thanks for being part of it. Lori, do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Good night, everybody. Oh, do we have a dream assignment?
Oh, we do. We'll get into that in a second. Let me also give Amira and Said with Melody a moment to say goodnight too. Amira, do you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Yes, good night, everyone. Hope everyone sleeps well.
And Said with Melody, do you want to say goodnight to everyone too?
Good night.
Gosh, she's so verbal with all these words. She's so articulate, guys. Everyone give Said with Melody, Amira, and Lori a shout out in the chat. I do appreciate them. When it comes to dreams, I'm going to go into Dreamland. You could too. You want to join me in Dreamland? Well, Dreamland tonight, I think what I want to do, we were talking about the Renaissance Fair. So it's only fair that we do some space travel. That's right. Even though the Renaissance Fair is more of like a medieval thing, let's do some space traveling. What I'm feeling, has anyone ever seen the movie Zathura?
Yes, I love that movie.
Okay, good. So I think the dream mission tonight is we play the game of Zathura. It's kind of like Jumanji, but instead it's in space. So if you want to join me, Kristen Stewart does not need to make an appearance in this dream, but if you're a big Kristen Stewart fan, I guess you can have her in the dream too. But, you know, you don't have to. She doesn't need to be the sister that's being bad or whatever. You don't even need to necessarily have it be like a family type of experience. It could be an Airbnb experience where you come across a Zathura game board and then you end up in space, flying through space in a house. I think Zathura would be a fun... Or, you know what? It just might be fun to do some space traveling. Like a Star Trek type of episode. Let's just do that. Let's get a spaceship. Join me on a spaceship tonight. I'm gonna go discover new planets all across the worlds of yesteryear and tomorrow. As in, like, I'm gonna fly to a planet that's gonna be stuck in like the medieval times, and then I'll be like, I gotta get out of here, and then I'll fly to another planet where it's like stuck in, like, I don't know, like something like the Egyptian times, but it's like way far in the past, but the technology is like crazy futuristic, but it's also in the past. All sorts of things could happen. Do join me. I'm going to work on the ship, not in the captain quarters. I'm not going to be a captain of the ship. I think I want to be one of the expedition guys. You know, the people that do the landing on the planets to do the surveys. I guess this is really turning into a Star Trek dream. So join me tonight, and we'll do some space exploration. Does anyone want to join me for space exploration? How do people feel about the dream assignment tonight? Good?
Well, I have been watching the show.
Beaver one.
I've been... Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, which one would you want to talk first?
Said she can go first.
Melody, what were you saying?
No, I've been here a long time. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I have been watching the show called The Expanse, so it's similar to that. I would say I would also be the person to explore different planets. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's like where it's at these days. Like,
Right.
I mean, to be honest, the Earth is becoming a little boring. It's becoming even smaller, and more people are on it. So the outer space areas look pretty fun. They look pretty cool. But then again, there also is beautiful landscapes and other planets that probably look similar to ours. I don't know. Regardless, this is all just part of our imaginations, so do enjoy Dreamland tonight with me and the others, as it is a live stream experience just like any other live stream experience. It's here on the internet with other people coming in too. So be a follower, follow the other peeps that are in the room, and maybe make a friend. It's social media, so I'm trying my best to make it happen on a daily basis, and I do enjoy those coming in for the guest night. It's been a lot of fun, and I do appreciate everyone being here for what it was, and you made it possible by showing in and by showing up and being part of it by joining in. I'm gonna stay in my dam as a beaver tonight. That's pretty funny. Honestly, I kind of want to go back to sleep trying to think. I kind of want to do. I never made it into the beaver dream. I kind of want to still do that. But you know what? I think I'll end up space traveling. But hey, if I can be a beaver on another planet, um, I would appreciate that too. Stop explaining what you're doing at every second, bro. Uh, what? I don't think that the person who made that comment is even listening to me talk. Anyways, we're talking about the dream mission and how I want to go into a dream mission. I don't know what you're referring to, but if I'm not explaining, uh, maybe they're just not watching it with sound. Thanks for saying goodbye, Lone Wolf. I do appreciate you being in it and being part of it. If you're watching the live stream without the sound on and you're just kind of think I'm explaining something, well, I don't know how to actually show up for you. But I do hope you're having a good night and take care of yourself, Caden Hall 247. And I do look forward to seeing people come back into the live stream in the future. But the live stream experience is over for tonight, and it's been a lot of fun. Do take the time to follow me in the other places and spaces, and do have fun watching me talk to other people on Thursday nights where we do guest nights. If you want to come back for guest nights, it's on Thursday. But on other nights of the week, I just do other things. But thanks for being part of my live stream experience, and I can't wait to see you next time. Toodaloo to all you wonderful people, and I don't know where you're coming from, who you are, or what's been going on in your life, but hopefully this live stream experience was able to make it into your life with the positive, fun energy that could potentially be making it so you feel a little bit better about your day if you had a bad day. If you had a bad day, hopefully this live stream did turn it around for you. You want me to do brownies? Remember, tomorrow is baking, so come in and be part of my live stream experience where I'll be doing baking in the kitchen. I guess is that what you don't like? You don't like me explaining what I'm going to be doing in my live streams? Stop explaining what you're doing at every second? I guess. I mean, I was doing it every second, but you can come in tomorrow and be part of it. Oh, I see you wrote another thing in the chat. You're not trying to hate. It's okay. I'm not going to read the entire everything else you wrote right there because we're actually ending the live stream. But I do appreciate you clarifying that you're not trying to hate on the live stream experience. It is here for people to come in and be part of it, and I do my best to make it what it is. But it is ending right now, so we're not necessarily going to keep reading the comments. But goodbye to everybody, and have a good rest of the evening. And I do hope you come in and be part of it next time, which is happening tomorrow. Baking in the kitchen. It'll be fun. Toodaloo, guys. Thanks again for being here. Bye-bye now. Have a good one, and be safe, and do be a follower if you're not one yet. Toodaloo.